that cars, when they were first built, they weren't gas cars. They were electric. They were electric. Electric came first, then the combustion engine. It wasn't the other way. This wasn't like all of a sudden we're going to reinvent the auto industry. They were around previously. The problem is now that they put it on the backs of the American people to bring EVs to market. That's the wrong part of it.
So, yeah, there you go.
That's what I don't care for. Let the market be the market. You bring a candy bar to market and you put millions into it and it doesn't work, well, not such a sweet deal, huh? You bring sodas to the market. How many sodas have we seen come and go? How many restaurants have we seen come and go? How many cars have we seen come and go? That's the American way. And it's not the government being fictitious and telling things that are just not true to pocket their own buddies' pockets to create the new Green Deal and the Chicken Little syndrome, the sky's falling. That's my whole beef. Other than that, there's some good-looking SUVs out there and good-looking cars that are all electric. Not my gig. Done with that part of it. 214-787-1190. That's 214-787-1190. You know what's amazing?
I got to say this because this is an honor. Justin Crane says, "Good morning, guys."
No way.
The Justin Crane.
Now, look, I don't think your nephews are playing football today because of all the rain. Maybe they are. But you can sure call in because we'd love to have you on right now. 214-787-1190. That's 214-787-1190. We'd love to hear from Justin Crane, one of my favorite people in the car business. We were over there last week shooting videos. Man, I could hang out with him all day.
Of course, you have.
I have. I mean, him and I, he's like a family member that I bumped into years ago, and we became buds.
Yep.
His insight on the car business, his knowledge of the car business, and the people he knows, and vice versa, because we're both car junkies, just works. So if you get a chance, Justin, 214-787-1190, we would love to visit with you and get your insight on what's going on in the auto industry.
Ralph Paul says good morning too. And if you've not joined us on our social media sites, we're live streaming. If you just listen to us on the radio, that's great because we're here every Saturday morning from 8 to noon on Talk Radio 1190. But if you want to see us on the live stream, you can go to the Automotive Edge Facebook page. You can go to YouTube under the Automotive Edge Radio Show, LinkedIn under Kurt Chase. And it's the same live stream. So if you make a comment, we'll see it no matter where you're at watching. And just join in and call in. We'll take the call. We'd love to hear from you.
Always remember, opinions always matter and facts count. So we would love to hear anything you want to talk about. Well, not anything. We got to be real careful when we say that.
Well, we do have a dump button back in studio, but we don't have that on our social media side. So
yep. And this is the eve of our show with Miss Maddie. We got one more show with her, and hopefully she'll pretend to know us after she leaves. And,
I know what my bet's going to be.
Yeah. Kurt and Bo who?
Yeah.
But we love her. Love everything that she's done. 214-787-1190. So here's a product. Every time I bring it up, I get these people with a deer in a headlight look, or they pause on the phone. And that's the Mazda lineup. Okay. I will just tell you this. Toyota, Honda, Mazda, and Nissan are building great import vehicles and priced extremely well for everybody that says I only buy imports. And I run into that all the time. Hey, what do you think? No, I only buy imports. Wow. Okay. And I don't ever get into why, because it really doesn't matter. But nowadays,
well, that's because they've been brainwashed like everybody else's stuff.
There's so many great products out there that are domestic and import. And you got to realize how many imports are built right here in the USA.
Let's correct that. They're assembled here.
Correct.
So that's the whole thing. We say they're built here, but they're assembled here.
Well, the parts are built,
Right.
and then manufactured, and then they're assembled here. So, does it make it better if it's assembled overseas or here?
That's the question I was going to ask.
Absolutely not.
There you go.
It don't matter. The resale value doesn't change. You know what's funny? When I was with Honda and I was managing a couple of Honda dealerships, people would look at the VIN number. So if it was one HEG,
that signified where it was assembled.
That was United States.
Okay.
If it had JMEB, J was for Japan. And I would have people walk around, they'd look at the VIN number and go, okay, I'll take this one.
Because it had Japan on it?
Because it had a J. I went, really? I said, just out of curiosity, I always played kind of dumb about why this car? It's got a J. It's got a J on it. I'm going with Japan. I went, wow. So if it was built here, nope. Okay. All right.
Assembled here, which is no different than being assembled in Japan.
Yeah. So anyway, but let me just tell you, that Mazda lineup, if you go to ElDoradoMazda.com and look at these vehicles, not one great thing that I like that Mazda stuck with is a cool design. All their front ends don't look like electric vehicles. They just don't. And I got to tell you what, that CX-70 is in my top 5 midsize SUVs. No doubt about it. The ride, the drive, the acceleration, the handling is exceptional. And here's another thing.
1 minute.
The residuals are great. They have really, really good residuals. And how do you know that? Look at when they post their leases. The lower the payment with the least of money down means that they have a high residual and a good money factor, and the manufacturer wants that back to certify and get it back to market.
Well, and they've gone way, way beyond the call of duty to make that what they want to consider a legit luxury vehicle.
No doubt about it. 214-787-1190. Your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show, or post them on our live feeds. We'd like to talk to you. Let's take a quick break, pay some bills, meet some great sponsors. We'll be right back. You can't go wrong. Put that disco underneath your feet, move them foots around, and get your Saturday started. We got sunshine, clear sky, little cloudy, but the sun is shining through. I think we're going to have here in DFW nice weather all the way till 3, 4 o'clock. And then the storms will be gone. The cooler weather comes through. I think I got one more time of mowing an edge of my yard. It won't be anytime soon because it is saturated. And hope everybody has a fantastic Saturday with the sunshine. A lot of good college football going on today. Let's see. Do dealerships take into consideration pricing if I buy 2 vehicles at one time? No doubt. Yes, ma'am, they will. My wonderful, sweet friend, Carol Coomer. They will. I mean, if you pull up and say, hey, I want 2, and let me know where you want to go and what you're looking at. Let me get involved. They're going to be happy when somebody comes in and buys 2 at a time. Unless you're buying some very unique specialty vehicle, it will be always a sweet deal, especially, as the time's coming in and the year's winding down.
Yeah, and if Kurt's with you, there might be 3 sales with him getting all excited about being in a dealership.
Yeah, I got to stop all that.
He'll get the itch with you. Y'all might end up about good 3.
Yeah.
That ain't ever going to stop.
It is. I'm keeping this one. What? Come on, Bo.
We're in the weeks now, but we don't even talk about butts anymore. It's a nice vehicle, I'll say that, but you've had a lot of nice vehicles and trucks. I don't know anyone that you had. There's only one I think that I didn't care for so much, but that was gone. But the rest of them have been dynamic, and they're only here for a while.
Well, somebody else needs to drive them.
What do they call those people that take children in just foster? Like Kurt's a foster car person. He takes them in for a while.
I do.
He don't keep them like
Well,
he
they're
doesn't.
so lonely on
He's
the
not
lot.
going to adopt them. He's going to be a foster automotive guy. Like
They're so lonely on the lot.
they call his name. It's like a little, when you go to a pet store and see a little puppy right there that's got these eyes poking out going, take me home. That's what happens to these vehicles when he sees them in the showroom.
I tell you what,
Daddy, take me home.
If I wasn't my size, I tell you what, I'd drive one of them Nissan Sentras.
It's a nice vehicle.
My daughter has one. My son's girlfriend has one.
Yeah.
My neighbor has one. And I got to tell you what, see, I'm a visual.
Good morning, Carol Coomer.
Rig. Okay, when Brandy and I decide to buy, yep, I would love to help you and see you and hug your neck. One of my good friends. And I still remember the dinner she cooked for me.
How about that?
Yep. Me and Teddy Wallace went over there and she cooked dinner.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. She's another girl that doesn't age. Her and Debbie, they just don't age. 214-787-1190 is the number. This segment of the show goes to Grapevine Dodge. And right there at 121 and William D. Tate. Now, why is my computer doing this? Right now.
Don't be messing up my computer, please.
Well, you're over messing mine up. When I went over there to see what they had going on in their specials, I got to tell you, it is pretty doggone impressive that they're jumping ahead of everybody in the marketplace right now when it comes to discounts. There's no one even close. They have a Jeep Grand Wagoneer Series 2 4x4, $11,329 dealer discounts at 15% of total savings on the vehicle. Here's the big one. When I went and saw this vehicle, I took a look at it. A 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie. This isn't a base model. This is a loaded pickup truck. $18,000 off MSRP. I mean, $18,000 off MSRP plus no payments for 90 days.
Wow.
A 2025 Ram 2500. $15,000 off MSRP, no payments for 90 days. So you get through the holidays before you even have a payment. A 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $10,000 off. You got to realize, as you hear me say these things, the average vehicle across the board's got about $2,600 markup, average. And you're getting these kind of discounts where the manufacturer stepping in and going, hey, let's get these 2025 gone. 15% off MSRP on a Jeep Compass, 20% off a Wrangler, and there's more and more and more. The place, Grapevine Dodge, 121 and William D. Tate. See my buddy Dylan, General Sales Manager, and let them know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a 3/4 ton person, they have a 3/4 ton black on black diesel sitting on that showroom floor. I would love to have in my driveway.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not in there already.
Oh, I was looking at it the other day and I saw it. I'm going, oh my gosh.
That's what you want.
Boy, it had that diamond pleated leather in it. Ooh, doggy. The place, grapevinedodge.com. That's grapevinedodge.com. Remember, all these offers with approved credit come with 90 days, no payments. No payments for 90 days. So you got January before payments due. So, you know, that money you're putting aside for the holidays, you get to keep it. It's grapevinedodge.com. You know, speaking of Dodge, you know, the new leader, the new Grand Poobah, has really turned this around. So good they got rid of their previous CEO. He was taking that company straight to the toilet. Going, you know, American Muscle, electric American Muscle. Never understood it. Will never wrap my brain around. There is no such thing. American muscle is a gas engine, big blocks. Yeah, some small blocks.
Historical, classical, all that wrapped into what that means.
Yep. And so he's bringing back some products that have been gone.
Cool.
He wants to change a lot of the lineup to where they have those less expensive vehicles, because right now their average vehicle is north of $40,000. But with these discounts and rebates and incentives they're putting on them, I mean, good gosh, it puts it in line with just about anything on the road. But I'm really looking forward to. I've got his name. I was reading about him, and really, really sharp guy. Let me see here. Why can't I find his name? Anyway, I'll get to it. I'll find Michael. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't believe this. I'm so stumped right now. But anyway, I was reading and looking at the direction in which he wants to take Chrysler.
Is it Matt McClare?
No, it's Michael, and the last name I believe starts with a P. So if you put new CEO of Stellantis,
okay,
it'll pop up. But anyway, we need cars out of Stellantis. We need small SUVs out of Stellantis, and we need some American muscle back on the parking, the automobile lots of the Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
Says Antonio Filosa.
Okay.
I don't know where we go. I'm just saying, I'm just reading it right here.
Okay.
He was appointed June 2025.
Who you
succeeded Carlos Tavares.
Okay. Anyway,
that's what it says.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're bringing down the pipeline, bringing back for 2026, bringing back the Hemi. And if you think about it, when they brought the Hemi on, it was one of the first times in the automotive history that truck had passed another manufacturer. It was always number 3. So now you have the Hemi coming back. It's a $2,500 upgrade, part of the package. It's about $1,600. So if you just have a truck that's not a standard Hemi and you order it, you're going to pay, $2,500, whatever it is. If it is part of the package, it's about $1,900 less. That put so many people in the showroom floors of the dealerships because everybody wanted a Hemi. They want it on their Durango. They want it on the trucks. They want it in the Challengers. They wanted it in the Chargers. And then Tavares comes along and just poo-poos the whole deal. I have no idea what he was doing.
Neither did he, obviously.
And so he puts the Hornet out there, and a lot of people don't even know about the Dodge Hornet. I don't know, what's a Hornet? Well, Dodge has it. Oh, well, wasn't that back in? No, it's today. There was a Hornet previously, but now they have a Hornet currently. And I'm going, it was just a sad state of affairs. I don't know how the guy got the job.
Will wants to know, do you think they'll bring back the Eco Diesel for Ram?
Yes.
There you go.
I do. I think that everything that put Dodge or Ram or Jeep on the map, he's going to be slowly bringing it back because just think everything they took away, sales started to
come. Yeah, that's weird.
Now, the one thing they did was the Challenger had too many variances. You had the XST,
too many options,
the Hemi, then you had the Red Eye, and then you had the Hellcat, and then you had the wide body.
Yeah, that's too much.
Way too many variances of the Challenger. They should have had 3: your standard XCX, your Hemi, and then continue to rotate, but not have the Hellcat, the Red Eye, the Jailbreak, all the different models of Challenger. They really shot themselves in the foot with just too many variants of the Challenger, because then they just they start to stockpile a little bit. And for me, I just wanted a stripped out Hemi, and then I was going to build it and do whatever I wanted to it. Customize leather, put exhaust on it, call Kreger up, have them make some wheels for it. I loved that car. Wasn't very practical because you can do a whole lot except for enjoy it. But everywhere I took that car, I did white. I did the old school red striping. I put the Kregers on it. I got more compliments on that car. I mean, people just pull up, that's a good looking car. because there was a lot of retro to it. And that was some of the things that you could do with Dodge. We keep saying, you got Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. I don't know why they do it. It should just be Jeep and Dodge. Chrysler, they only have the Pacific out. I don't know that Chrysler is going to be around it much longer because they don't have a lineup except for the one. But it's time for Dodge to get back to much lower price vehicles, bring back the true American muscle, put some good flair to it. I'm telling you, they could bring back the Challenger in a heartbeat with the Hemi, with option variants, not so many different models, but you can order it with this, this, and this, and keep it as the same price. Don't upcharge because they're ordering it, and put American muscle back on the road. Because the only two American muscles that you have is the Corvette and the Mustang. That's it. There's nothing else out there.
Well, and everybody, I mean, that Challenger or even what's the other one? Charger are both phenomenal vehicles. You just get 4-door, 2-door.
Yeah, but think about it. How many growing up when you heard about American Muscle, you got older and you look back on American Muscle, you didn't think 4 doors. Maybe the Buick Wildcat with the 454 or whatever. But other than that, well, I say that you had the Galaxy 500. You had some cars that were 4 doors, but the true American Muscle,
it's 2-door.
You're looking at 2 doors.
Yeah,
it's just the way it was. And so
sports car with a 2-door. That's how they look.
Yeah, I think this guy could come back and do it and put this place back on the map and put those price points in there where more people are coming into the showroom floor. And
get a car that gets gas mileage. Don't get away from don't just do SUVs. Get a car.
Yeah, well, they had the 200, then they had the 300.
Right.
And that was pretty much it. I remember when you back up, boy, they had the Intrepid and the Concorde and the Aspen, and I go on, and everything kind of faded. They said, everybody just wants SUVs. Let me help you. That is just not true.
It's totally not true.
214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world. Great song, for sure. Oh, that's such a groove, man. That's so peaceful.
You're back on third.
Oh, really?
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while
I got to find this other rendition of it. It's pretty funny.
we will find you acting at your best.
Hope everybody's having a great Saturday morning as we're here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show Facebook page, Shifting Gears Facebook page, LinkedIn under Kurt Chase, and YouTube, the Automotive Edge Radio Show on YouTube. Check that out and be a part of our conversation. And we really do appreciate your comments and being part of what we talk about. And you ask questions. And Will says that that truck he gets 33 miles a gallon in the highway and 26 in town. That's good for a diesel truck like that, isn't it? The diesels are good. So we appreciate that. Let's see what we got here. It's not Tears for Fears. Who does that?
What a beautiful day is going to be today.
As long as the storms stay away.
Yeah, we need it, though.
We needed rain. We were behind. So.
Yeah, need a good soaking. I didn't know if I turned off my sprinkler system, if I turned it back on, if it affected the settings. I got to find that out because I meant to turn that off today. And I didn't know if you turn it off and turn it back on, if it resets the settings.
I don't think it would change it, really. I don't think on and off is going to change that.
Another big Tears for Fear hit.
Yep.
You know what? They showed them recently. I don't know where they were performing, and they still got it.
Well, that's good.
Yep. What are you putting it on?
I had it on YouTube.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. Kurt is looking pretty slim. Thank you, buddy. I'm feeling pretty slim.
Boy, the show going south.
Yeah, don't be a hater. You know, it's something. We were at a dealership last week, Eldorado Chevrolet, for the big Guns and Hoses barbecue and car show. And the guy walks up and he goes, I got to tell you what, I just love your voice. That baritone we get. And Bo started complaining. He just started, don't tell him that. We don't want to hear that. I mean, he was just, I'm telling you. And here's the thing.
See, this is the reason because we're still hearing about it.
When we're at home studio, I make him his special little cup of
I know.
coffee. I take such good care of him, and then he just starts hating on me.
I shouldn't have. I should have said that's all right, dude.
You didn't. You're just hating.
Well, I just know we'll be hearing about it the rest of the year now.
No,
but you have to say this is really a truthful thing. There's not very, 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 very many people in the radio world out there that has a voice like you do. And you've almost been.
I'm not giving you a raise.
Well, I'm not done complimenting yet. You might change your mind once I get done. He's been that close to being the voice of Big Tex. Now, how sweet would that be?
Yep.
You
I know.
nailed it. They just came close.
Yeah, I can't get them to
Can't get to
let me do it for a day. One day.
This
One time.
Let me do it. Just let me have it. So, hey, you could just go out there with a microphone and a sound system and start doing it. Stand next to him and just start doing it. I wonder how quick that
I
asked
thought
you.
about that.
You think
yeah.
that asked you to leave?
I already have.
Drag you off? That'd be
I
funny.
said, I'm just going to stand by Big Tex and do it and make them think that's me.
We can bring a little portable sound system out there and set you up. Hello, I'm Big Tex. They're going like, man, it's cool.
Yeah. See how that plays off.
Yeah.
Hey, this month right now, Burleson Nissan. Go to burlesonnissan.com or head to 35 in Renfro Road.
Ruh-roh.
And get this. Lease a new 2025 Sentra. Get this, $180 a month. Or buy it for $20,521.
How about that?
A brand new Nissan Sentra. $20,521 or $180 a month. You're going. How do they do it? Well, just go to burlesonnissan.com and check it out. How about a brand new Nissan Rogue? I mean, I'm sitting here looking at all these and going, man, oh, Justin Crane, he ain't playing around.
There's some good looking vehicles.
$379 a month or up to $6,000 off a 2025 Nissan Frontier. Lease a new 2025 Rogue. Now, this is one of the hottest selling products. They have $298 a month, less than $300 a month, $7,000 off an Armada Platinum. Nissan Versa. Here's another great buy. Nissan Versa, $19,000. $19,000 for a brand new 2025 Nissan Versa. That's $11,000 less than the average clean, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle that's being sold right now at $30,000. $19,000 for a brand new vehicle, and then you get the brand new warranty with it. So from $180 to vehicles under 20. You get this: a 2025 Nissan Kick Plays, $21,660. $21,660 for a brand new Nissan Kicks, and that is one cool small SUV.
Yes, it is.
So the place, Burleson Nissan, when you go in, there's no surprises or gimmicks or anything. Justin Crane, general manager, managing partner, which means he's got a stake in the game. He just doesn't show up to work and collect a check. He is one of the owners, has got these Nissans priced now. And think about it. The 2026s are coming in. So once these deals are gone, you're not going to see these kind of discounts on 2026s till maybe next year when the 2027s start coming out. Go now, burlesonnissan.com or 35 in Renfro Road
Ruh-roh.
in Burleson. Meet Justin Crane and his staff and take advantage of vehicles under $22,000 brand spanking new at burlesonnissan.com.
Does Will Sacalo owe you money?
Oh, no. And let me tell you what, Will. Yeah, he does, but you know,
He says Kurt is looking pretty slim. That's why I was asking.
well, he owes me a few football bets that he said he never made, but you know, we're talking about 25
But you
bucks.
I'm very proud of you. You getting down there, man. You're staying true.
You know, last night I went out to dinner with some friends, and I had the Italian meatloaf, and I didn't even need a salad. I didn't need anything but just the piece of meatloaf, and I was done.
Well, I know that you've been really going after it hard, and it's showing.
Yeah.
Everybody's making comments.
No,
about it.
no sugars. The shirt used to be really
Snug.
filled it up,
Snug.
and now it's got a lot of play to it.
Now, is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. Used vehicle demand is still at an all-time high. And let me tell you the reason why it's going to stay high all the way through about January 10th, January 15th, somewhere around there, is because all the kids that are coming home from college, the college buying spree's back on. So they're coming home for the holidays, and they've either been to school without a vehicle and can't make it back home, and mom and dad are flying them home, or they're going to college and picking them up and bringing them back, or they're in college and the money is eating them up trying to keep the car running. They're done with it.
Wow.
And so the used car market is going to pick up again because most of these kids that are going off to college are going off in a pre-owned vehicle. And there's less than 3 million so far and climbing cars that will never make it back to the marketplace for several reasons. One is the average owner is sticking with their vehicle 12.2 years, which is unheard of unless you back up into the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe the 80s, where people just, they can work on them. You call your neighbors, somebody in your neighborhood knew how to work on a car, and you kept those cars running. You put as many Band-Aids or repairs or fixes on it until it was just done. And I remember my old brother-in-law, Larry Clemens, I remember watching him throw a gasket, took the heads off, put a new gasket on there, grease that. I mean, this man make a car work.
Well, my older brother was a monkey wrench. I mean, he liked fooling with his own vehicles, and he had buddies. They'd get together, and I know you talked about that in your neighborhood, where they were like in the old days. Like that's what happened. These kids would get together, young men, even some women. They'd change their own oil and do all these things to their vehicles, and it's just too bad that we've gotten away from that.
You know what? I saw the fastest rebuild of a vehicle, and it was over in England, and these firemen over there, they rebuilt a car, and I have to look that back up, but it was with
The whole car or just the engine?
Pull the whole motor transmission and
I
put another
gotcha.
one back in, and it was shocking the amount of time they did it in. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. Back then, you know, all my neighbors, everybody knew that Norman and Tom were the guys that could fix anything. And now, when you open it up, most of the cars are covered, the motors are covered with a big plenum.
Can't even see
And
it.
you have to take the plenum off to take a look. And then some of them say, don't ever remove the plenum, forcing you to go to the shop. And now the portable OBD2 machines, you have to take the codes and try to match them up with factory codes to make sure that you're taking the right parts off and putting the right parts back on. It's just totally different deal. But anyway, several million lease cars never got brought back. They were refinanced. The residuals, the remaining balance was refinanced. Flood damage cars. hundreds of thousands of flood damage cars that are now being cleaned up and dried out, a bunch of them, and put back in the marketplace. Cars with bogus state inspections. There's, I think they said like 2.5 million here in the state of Texas with bogus state inspections. So you don't know what kind of bucket of bolts you're buying. And so a lot of these people are flagging, going, the heck with it. I'll just stick with my own car and keep service until, the wheels fall off.
Yeah. Well,
With that being said, when you have that many millions of vehicles not coming back in the marketplace, that's just Texas. So when you start branching out, it just magnifies to millions and millions of vehicles that are not coming back to the marketplace. That just raises the resale value of everything that's being traded in. I mean, you still see all the signs that every day, we will buy your car. The kicker is you need to know the value of it before you get there. If you go to theautomotiveedge.com and click on contact Kurt, scroll down, there's a trade appraisal form, and we'll give you a ballpark of what your vehicle is worth. And I'll make a few phone calls on it as well based on how you describe it. And then we'll get that amount to you so you know, have a really good idea. Unless there's something missing, you forgot to tell me about the tires or the windshield or whatever the case may be. Maybe you bought a car that was wrecked and you didn't know it, and the dealer finds out, which we have happen all the time. People go, well, they didn't tell me it was wrecked. Well, let me just show you here. This was done. This was done.
And it may not show up on any of the
Carfaxes
either, because that can happen too. And by the way, is that we're on our live stream, we have a QR code up that you can just take your phone, take a picture of that, and go right to the website. So in case you want to know about that, it's there. It's up all the time. Just take your camera and shoot it, and it takes you right to the website.
No doubt about it. 214-787-1190. So when your kids are coming in, the used car market is strong. Your trade-ins are doing really, really, really well because now there's a big push. And this isn't new to the auto industry. They didn't go, oh, well, maybe the college kids will come in this year and buy a bunch of cars. It happens every year. Even when COVID was going on, think about it. Everybody wanted a used car because there were no new cars coming in. And that we still haven't caught up. It still hasn't caught up to where the dealers have an ample supply of pre-owned vehicles. I mean, when you look at their days supply on the new car side, the days supply is in the 60s. In the pre-owned, some of the dealers are in the 20-day supply, not even enough supply for the month. So trade-ins are good. Values are high. Give your car a good bath and a vacuum. You don't need to do nothing else. The dealers can do it cheaper and trade it in and get your money. 214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. I'm Kurt Chase with the great one, Big Wheel Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
So Todd Gentman says, good morning, guys. And he wants to know how much his 70 C10's worth. I told him $1 million.
Priceless.
That's right. Yes, sir. That's one very fancy vehicle you got there, brother. Thanks, everybody, for being a part of our live streams here on the Automotive Edge radio show. We're here every Saturday morning, in case you've joined us first time ever here. Let us know if you have. Say hello to us. Like and share the broadcast. If you're tuned in, there's a little white arrow at the left-hand corner, top left-hand corner. You can just hit that. It'll take you out of being involved in the show, and then you'll still see us. Then down below it says like and comment, share. Hit like and then share, and then it'll ask you to share it again because you can make a comment after you do that. It's a little blue square that says share now. Hit that and it goes to your timeline so that your friends and your people that follow you can see us now, because you just may see us because you're part of us. Followers are our friends. But when you do what I'm asking, it goes to your timeline so all your friends and followers can see us. And we're just trying to help. And if they can know about what we do and want to tune in, that's what we'd like to do, is to help them. If they don't, that's fine too. And so, but at least gets it out there to people might know a little more about what's going on. Yeah. Art. I guess you will, won't you? 77 Gremlin, $1 million, going quick, must sell. That's cool. Good morning, Art. My royal purple brother from originally Beaumont, Texas. Thanks for tuning in as always. But yeah, we just want to help people buy with any of their automotive needs, whether buying, selling, leasing, parts, service, body work, tires, wheels, just any place, anything that you might need. That's what we're here for. So send them our way and no charge to them. That's the big thing right there, is that it's a free service. I know a lot of people have a hard time believing that, but it is. So don't let that get away from you, and don't go alone. There's no reason to, there's no reason to do it when you got help here doing it.
No, I'm going to stand up and do the rest of the show.
All right. I guess I need to adjust you going to stand up, really?
Just for a minute.
I'm going to adjust this camera just a hair so your head's not cut off. Keep your head on.
We're getting close to that hour. Getting close to that hour where you know what is coming up. Can't wait. The jokes from the automotive industry. Everybody up. I know you want a boogie. Come on now. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. 214-787-1190. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let's talk about another great sponsor, the great folks over at Highly Acura Fort Worth. I'm going to tell you, you will be highly appreciated, highly respected, and highly favored when it comes to your Acura needs. Right now, get this, zero due signing for a new 2025 Acura ADX. Zero out of pocket, $325 a month. That is, you can get nowhere near that on a buy. Nowhere near that on a buy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite all-time vehicles. Zero out of pocket, a 2026 MDX, the big bad boy with Acura, $569 a month. Zero due at signing. If you were to buy that vehicle, you can add about $400 or $500 to that payment. No money out of pocket. That's the way to buy a vehicle. An Acura Integra, one of my all-time favorite sport cars, four-door, and they got that blue one sitting on the showroom floor. I posted pictures of it the other day. $299 a month, zero due at signing. Drive one of the fastest, coolest driving sedans, the 2025 Acura Integra, zero due at signing, $299 a month, only at Highly Acura Fort Worth. My buddy David Gomez, managing partner. And I got to tell you, they're building their brand new facility, which is opening up soon, right around the corner down 820 in Fort Worth. It'll be right next to the Highly Subaru store. So you'll have the Acura store, brand new facility, state of the art, and ready to help. But let me tell you, he didn't want to move a bunch of inventory over there. He wants to get rid of it because of all the new inventory they're going to get for building a new franchise. Take advantage now with the zero due at signing on all of their products. So November 2025, the November 2025, they're moving into the brand new state-of-the-art facility to serve you even better right there on 820 in Fort Worth. It's time to check out one of the best sport luxury products out there, and the place is highly accurate right there at Riverside and 820 in Fort Worth. Stop out there and see my buddy David Gomez. Let him know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show. And if it's service, whether it's an Acura or a Honda, see my buddy Dean in the service department and enjoy the carte blanche service that you'll get each and every time at Highly Acura Fort Worth. Go to highlyacurafortworth.com. All right, so here's what's going on. Well, we're going to the top of the hour. I'll do that after we come back from
Bro, we're going to be doing in the 10 o'clock hour.
yep, we're going to do that. I wasn't done.
Well,
You're
just,
so quick to correct.
I'm trying to just keep everything on track here because I know how quick it can go sideways.
You know what? I'm going to start doing a segment with Bo, and I am going to
Rip it.
just have some fun. Anyway, so coming back, there's we want to let you know what's going on with certain manufacturers, what's hot, what's not, what's coming, what's going. The cool thing is, in today's marketplace, you don't have to worry about what's being sold and what's going out, thinking it's not going to be worth anything. It's going to depreciate. You're going to lose your shirt. Not true anymore. Those days are gone. It doesn't matter what it is. Those days are gone because nobody builds a bad vehicle. Now, they may build something that you, the consumer, really don't care for anymore. It got outdated. They really haven't refreshed it or updated or done anything to make you happy, so they're getting rid of the vehicle. But that's not, that's very rare, far and few between. You do have the Kia Soul. Kias feel like it's run the gamut. So the Kia Soul's going away, and people are going out and buying Kia Souls. You're not buying a bad car. You're just buying a car that the manufacturer says, I think we've run the gamut. And all the little gerbils or rats, whatever they were in there, they've run away. They're not, they can't pay them enough in cheese to keep them in the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And so the car is going away. Has not been a bad product. They've had that vehicle for a very, very long time. Some of the electric vehicles are going away. But now some of the manufacturers are going to be bringing back new nameplates and possibly some old nameplates and reinvigorating the market, which I love to see. I just hope, when they came back, the biggest disappointment I saw over all my years in the auto industry is when Ford brought back the Thunderbird. I thought that was the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I had buddies that just went cuckoo over it. They sold a bunch of them. I didn't get it. I thought they could do so much better with retro. There was some retro to it, but since then, nobody's really gone true retro and brought anything back to the auto industry that has been a big wow factor. And I hope that the manufacturers coming into 2027, I can't believe 2026 is here. Y2K was supposed to wipe us all out.
It's been gone a long time ago.
Yes, that we have great cars coming to the market, and I sure wish that the heads of, Ford, the fourth or third, whatever he is, Mario Barra, the new head of Stellantis, let's bring out true American retro. I'm telling you, it would be a game changer bringing people to the showroom floors. And they could do it instead of wasting billions of dollars on advertising, billions, and putting all of these celebrities that make zero difference selling cars. Commercials should be hearing from you, the American people that are driving and paying for these vehicles, not these people coming on that probably don't own these vehicles, maybe don't even drive them, but they're just there for the paycheck. Stop all that ridiculous advertising and bringing in celebrities. They play no part. They play no part. And let's get back to which I loved about Saturn. Saturn would always show that big barbecue and gathering. And then they started a cult with Saturn and sold a ton of them. Was it a great car? No. Was the residuals good? No. But it was one price shopping. You didn't negotiate. And they started their own cult with that thing. And it was unbelievable, but they never upgraded their products. It was just the same little thing every year. And then, Saturn went away. Penske was going to buy it and revamp it, never did. But I think that the advertising needs, let's go back to the American people. What do you think about your Ford F-150? And go back to the ranchers and the workers and the moms that are driving the minivans and talk to them and get more of the American people, the buyers, the spenders in the commercials, and you will have all that excess revenue to go back and build some stuff that are really wow factors that I have to have one. I'm telling you, if they ever did a retro El Camino, that would be in my driveway.
We have 30 seconds.
Oh.
Wow, what was that?
Sorry, I forgot. I wasn't paying attention.
We got to screech out of here.
All right, let's take a quick.
Sorry.
It's top of the hour. We get back. It's Automotive Jokes here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, that was a quick song.
We didn't have much time to play it. We had to get out of here.
Wow.
There we go. Well, it is what it is. Thank you, Carl, saying good morning. Appreciate that.
Who's that?
Carl, he's a new listener. I think he's from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Sounds like a bodyguard. Carl Major.
I know.
He's in the security business.
Yeah, would you, and not only that, would you really want to fool with anybody that says my last name is Major?
No.
It's not minor, it's Major.
Carl Major. You think security, bodyguard, Carl Major, or a wrestler.
Yeah, that could be a good name for a wrestler for sure.
Thanks for joining us, Carl.
Yeah, thank you.
214-787-1190. Todd Gentman. Okay, buddy, I'm expecting you to pick up the phone next time I call. I need to get over and see you and hug your neck, say hello. I know you had a lot of family in town last few weeks. I'd like to swing over and see you or have a good conversation. My brother from another mother. I was just talking about him the other day because I got to go hang out with Glenn Beck.
Oh, yeah.
For a few hours.
That was an interesting story.
Glenn brought his Bentleys out to Connor's Car Show. And so hanging out with Glenn was absolutely fascinating. I've met him once before, just a quick handshake, hello. But this time I got to sit in his office on the couch, and it was ask anything you've ever wanted to ask. Personal, non-personal. He didn't care. And
he didn't have anything to hide.
Man, we brought up Charlie Kirk, and that man was in tears. And he talked about what his legacy should be and all the incredible artifacts that he's made and that he's gotten over the years.
Might change history books here down the road.
It will.
So
all the manifests that are going to flip those history books upside down that he has the truth about so many things that's documented.
Yeah,
it's the real documentation that you can't dispute unless you have documentation before it to say that that's not true. But fascinating guy, big guy too. I figured a guy wasn't really sure. He's 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, nice guy, super nice. And his artifacts and his collection was the ultimate wow factor. Whether you like him or not, he's slap mouth, tell it like it is, no BS, and very, 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 very intelligent man.
Carl just says that I live in Plano now. Used to listen on the ESPN radio a while back. Well, glad you found us here now. Thank you.
Yeah, we miss being on ESPN. They sold the rights to all the local LMAs, and we just moved down the road and jumped on another station.
So what you need to do, Carl, is scan our QR code. That's the website to the Automotive Edge Radio Show. So if we happen to move another way, you'll know. So you don't have to hunt us on the dial. So those things have happened along the way. Different stations away for 21 years. You've been on a couple different ones.
Yeah.
So things can change along the way, but I'm glad you found us and glad you're living in Plano. Nothing wrong with New Orleans, though. I love Cajun food.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, Carl. I guess we got to ask you the ultimate question. Where'd you say from Louisiana?
He's originally came from New
All
Orleans.
right. Well, let's find out from Carl. Carl, do you?
Well,
Bo,
first
you
of all-
can't say nothing. No.
Well,
Let me. No. Let me
You
do
have
my.
to. You have to
No,
preface about one
no,
thing. And,
no, I don't have to preference nothing because then you're
All
going to get your 2 cents in.
no,
Let's hear
it
what he
won't
says
be.
first.
It won't be that.
I
It'll
know
be,
what you're going to do.
No, you don't.
I do.
I want to know first of all, do you enjoy Cajun food? That's it. All right.
Okay.
That's
So, Carl, do you put potato salad in your gumbo? That's all we want to know. Yes or no? Do you put potato salad in your gumbo? And we'll see what he has to say.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He gave us a thumbs up on getting the QR code, but let's see what happens.
All right. 214-787-1190.
Drum roll.
Let's take and bring on the great folks at Classic Kia Carrollton. I was over there the other day, and a buddy of mine went and bought his brand new Kia Carnival for his beautiful family to get them around. And his wife was in an accident. Luckily, everybody is okay. The vehicle was totaled, so he turned that into a brand new Kia Carnival. I saw him the other night, and he is just elated. Right now, EV9, 0 APR, and $2,000 in cash. It's their end of the year model Tellurides, 1.9% financing, 1,500 Kia bonus money, Sorrentos, 0% APR, and $1,000. Sportage Hybrid. And there's more. I don't know what I did with my sheet here. Hang on one sec. I'll have it. But I got to tell you that full lineup of Kias is absolutely incredible. So get this right now. This is customer cash 10/125 through 11/3/25. $8,500 customer cash from Kia on the Niro EV. $9,000 customer cash on the EV6. That's through November 3rd. And $9,000 customers cash on our favorite, the EV9 at Classic Kia Carrollton. So the $7,500 went away, and the manufacturers and the dealers got together, said, let's continue to sell EVs. The place, Classic Kia Carrollton, right there at 35 and 121. My buddy Jesse Hull, managing partner, Classic Kia Carrollton. Alan Glover, general manager. Stop in there and see them. Let them know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show and enjoy the Kia experience. That's ClassicKiaCarrollton.com.
Well, the answer is no.
There we go. Smart man, Carl. Smart man. Thank you, buddy. You are our listener of the day. The guy sitting to my right, which would be your left watching, believes that everybody should put mustard potato salad in their gumbo.
They don't have to. It's just what I prefer. And a lot of the
Yeah, but we went to eat at a Cajun restaurant. Did they even have potato salad? That
well,
would be a no.
it wasn't all Cajun food.
It was. Every bit of it was. What did they not have on the kids' menu?
Well, they don't know
nuggets?
what they're missing.
Oh, okay.
They should offer it because a lot of people like potato salad in their gumbo. And I know a lot of folk from New Orleans and Louisiana that do that. So, but that doesn't mean it's wrong not to do it.
Yeah.
But
Let's stick with that. Thanks.
Carl doesn't
Thanks,
do
Carl.
it. I love it that way.
All right, here we go. A man drove his car into a tree and found out how Mercedes-Benz. Gotta like it. Gotta like it. I couldn't work out how to fasten my seatbelt. Then it clicked. I ran my Subaru in the lake. Now it's a Scubaroo.
That's actually pretty fun. Maddie, help me here, baby.
My car is exhausted. You know why?
Why?
It needs a brake. There we go. My car had to go to therapy. It had too many issues with control. I wanted to be a mechanic, but I couldn't handle the torque. All right.
What?
Yeah.
Parking tickets are so annoying, they really drive me up the wall. My convertible is always down in the dumps. It has a real top-down view on life.
Yes, sir.
The tire business is a wheel success. It just keeps rolling in profits.
Will success. All right.
Car engines are like musicians. They need a good tune-up.
Yeah, too.
Rearview mirrors always aspire to reflect on their past. Sometimes I feel like my car has a real drive to succeed. It just keeps moving.
By itself.
I'm tired of all these boring jokes. Let's rev up some car puns instead. My car's air conditioning is on the fritz. It's a real blow to my summer plans. I tried to fix my car's flat tire myself. It was a real balancing act. And finally,
Thank you.
finally, I took my car in for an oil change. Now it's feeling really slick. And there you
There you
go.
go.
But thanks to all my friends that continue to send me the
Yeah.
Automotive Edge. I just love you guys. Good stuff. Thanks so much, and we appreciate it. Here on the Automotive Edge radio show on 1190 KFXR, and hope everybody is having a great time. Look at our buddy Jason Long there in D.C.
Wow. That's just schooling, isn't it?
He's at NADA school. Yeah, I can't wait for him to get back.
So Carl did say that
Carl, you can't go back,
it's
buddy.
yes, it's to everyone's preference. So he's not saying it doesn't happen. He just says it's a preference. And his break is over. So he's got to go back to work. Carl, thanks for tuning in. Hope you'll join us again down the road. We got Dwayne Harris. Good morning, Kurt and Bo. Hope you're having a great day. And these comments are coming if you just tuned into our radio show here on Talk Radio 1190. They're on our Facebook live feed, YouTube feed, and Kurt Chase LinkedIn.
Yep. Want to thank everybody that sends me those jokes regularly. And keep them coming. But you got to keep them clean. I did get some jokes the other day that were very inappropriate that we could not put on air. And there's always going to be those people, but we thank you for sending them, but we deleted them, and we are unable to put those pictures, tell those jokes on air. I mean, this is a family-oriented show, and so we got to keep it clean.
We kind of walk that tightrope, but we can't do too far left.
That's right. 214-787-1190. That's 214-787-1190. You know what? I was amazed when I sent out a survey to the listeners. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter at theautomotiveedge.com. The newsletter goes out Thursday, the day before Halloween. And we're going to give you an update on the pre-owned market and the new car market and what's really going on. What would be a good thing, some good advice on not only the car buying part, but also the car servicing part. I had a lot of people call me the last couple of weeks going, is this a good deal for service? This is what my car is doing. And I will tell you that the relationship that we have with Driver's Edge Auto Repair, they offer so many checkups for nothing. So before you run around trying to get your car fixed, and what shocks me the most is how many of you, the consumers, are taking your cars and paying and it doesn't get fixed, and then you're taking it to another place and paying and it doesn't get fixed. I'm going, why do you do that? You need to hold that shop accountable. Hold them accountable to get it done right. Quit walking away and then you're mad at the world and your hard-earned money just went right down the toilet. Don't do that. There was a bunch of shops that I called this week and go, hey, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so just contacted me. And unfortunately, it takes, I have an automotive radio show and they called in. I didn't let them say the name of your company, but they did tell me privately, but they want this thing exposed. And a bunch of the managers called them back in and took care of their cars. And so let's not do that. Let's hold people accountable to get it done right. If they misdiagnosed it, that's on them. That's on them. It's not on you to go, well, the check engine light came back on and they tell you, well, we did our best job, but we can get it back in here in a couple of days. No, no, no. You drive right over, you call the manager and go, hang on. I just paid you my hard-earned money. The check engine light is back on and I need this fixed now. You already took my money. You need to make an opening and fix my car now. And really, but there's so many people that don't. You allow wrong to be the normal, and that's not good. And so it's amazing how many managers go, oh, you're not going to talk about this on the show. I said, I will never talk about your company as long as you're making it right. And 99, there was one that went, we just don't know how to fix that car. I went, great, give them their money back.
Right.
Because you put new parts on there that weren't needed, and you just told me you didn't know what you were doing, and we don't know that those parts needed to be replaced. That was kind of a trial and error. And this is a single mom.
I don't think anybody has a problem paying what they need to pay to get something fixed.
100%.
That's given. I think everybody says, look, get it done, whatever it is, do it. But when they get it back, though, they want it right.
Yep.
And if they don't, that's where the frustrations really come in about all this stuff about car stuff, and it's not right. Take care of it like you're supposed to.
I hold everybody accountable.
Should.
I mean, if you do me wrong, it's going to be on you. If it's my own fault, it's on me.
Correct.
I get it. But by not doing it right and say we've done all that we can, well, then you know what? You shouldn't have been doing what you did. If you didn't know what the root of the problem truly was, and you just keep
digging,
let's put this part on. Well,
let's try this.
Let's go ahead and put this
that.
part on. And
Yeah,
the thing about it is that you didn't take that part back off, put the old one back on, because it wasn't the problem. And you just keep charging them and charging them. We want it to stop. If you don't know what you're doing, don't take the car in. If you don't know how to fix it, let them know we diagnosed it. We don't know how to repair your car, which shouldn't be the case. Sometimes it is. 214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. Quick break. We'll be right back.
Nice to see a little sunshine today for a little while. See what they're calling for here.
Upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out.
All right. Looks like around my neighborhood might have a slight chance most of the afternoon. Yeah, not too bad, looks like. And then mostly sunny tomorrow. Early's partly cloudy. Yeah, there we go. Very cool.
Huh.
Thank you. Beautiful blessings to you, Dwayne.
Hello, Dwayne, my brother from another mother. I'm going to tell you what, when you go by that dealership, he brings all the energy, don't he?
Yes, he does.
He got the mojo.
Well, he's a worker. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Worked 2 jobs his whole life. I don't know how he has time to hang out with all them pretty women like he does.
They follow him. That's the
They
good
do.
news. That's the way it works. They know where to reach him and where to find him.
They know he's got money.
Well, that probably doesn't
Working
hurt.
hard, working 2 jobs. They know
Yeah.
Dwayne got a little coin.
Yeah. Great personality.
Yeah, you good people.
So
Yeah, he used to live right down the street from us, and boy, you didn't mess with Dwayne. You had a wrath of Bobby. You messed with Dwayne.
yeah, had people coming after you.
Dwayne was well protected.
Oh, the Broncos tomorrow for the Cowboys. That's gonna be a little. And the Mile High. They still call it the Mile High Stadium.
Now, heck no.
But it's in Denver.
Yeah, all of them now have
Different names, all the corporate names.
I wish they had one like Charmin Stadium. That'd be great.
We could get off on a real bad note with these. I think we made a shy away from that.
Yeah, there's some X-Lax Arena. I mean, I'd love to see some big corporate place come in and be able to just take the name with something just totally off the cuff.
Yeah, my mind's running pretty crazy.
Tidy Bowl Stadium. You know, there's a bunch of great things we could put. That would be fabulous.
Well, it may happen someday. Somebody put enough money up there, could have anything on there.
Well, you know, it's great. They renamed the Steelers Stadium, but they still have the big Heinz ketchup bottle when you walk up to it
Right.
for Heinz Field. But yeah, there's some of this stuff that I just don't get. And there's companies that put up all this money, and I wonder, I guarantee you there's no ROI on it.
How about Viagra Stadium?
There you go. That'd be another winner.
Are you up to the challenge to come to that stadium?
There we go. I knew it. Sorry, folks. I knew you kind of like the joke.
I told
gotta
you
bring
you should have never brought that up. It was
Yeah,
going to get rough.
Yeah, but I didn't. Oh boy, Maddie, turn off his mic.
Well, you did the X-Lax. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I left it at X-Lax. I didn't, you know. There was no tagline.
Well, you got me on a roll, brother.
Oh,
I told
boy.
you should have brought it up.
Bo will be on vacation soon, and then we'll be able to name some more stadiums.
Art says, how about Sit Again Stadium owned by Preparation H?
I knew it. I knew it. I opened up that can of worms. I'm getting
That's awesome.
exactly what I deserve.
I tried to warn you.
Thank you, Art. Now you got Bo fired up. I'm sure his
All
repertoire is going to
Listen, my
increase.
brain's already gone nuts. Thank God we're coming out of commercial. Check that bass. Boy, bass moves us on, doesn't it?
214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. This segment of show goes to the great folks over at Classic Buick GMC in Arlington. Go to classicarlington.com. $11,250 savings on a new 2025 GM Sierra. $11,250. That's, darn near a quarter price of the pickup truck. $5,000 in total savings on the Buick Envision. That is one heck of a buy for that vehicle. When you go to the Buick Envision and you open up the door on it, you got to step back. That is a wow factor. The race is on to move these Buicks out. $4,000 in saving. Get this on a 2026 Buick Terrain. And I like these because these are all aggressive, cool-looking vehicles. Plus, they got chrome on them. I love chrome. 2025 GMC Hummer EV, $10,000 in savings. You can't go wrong there. You're not going to miss. They're not going to miss your business. 0% APR on the 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab, 4-wheel drive with a Turbo Max engine. How do you go wrong there? You got to like it. The place, Classic Buick GMC. Go to classicarlington.com. That's classicarlington.com and ask for one of my all-time favorite guys in the auto industry, Jermaine Pearson. Some friends went over there recently, and you know what? He sent me it was hilarious. I loved his verbiage. Thank you for sending them. These people are great humans. I loved it. The first time I've ever seen a response like that.
We usually try to send humans. Sometimes they get off our track. But
That's right. Jermaine Pearson, General Sales Manager, Classic Buick GMC Arlington. That's classicarlington.com. Ask for Jermaine, the Jackson 5. Jermaine Jackson, Jermaine Pearson. I don't know if he can sing and dance, but he'll darn sure help
I
you with
bet
your
you he
automobiles.
can.
I bet he
feel
can.
it. I know it.
I know he's full of the spirit, too. I guarantee he throw down some good Christian tunes.
Yep.
Place, Classic Buick GMC, Jermaine Pearson. Go to Classic ClassicArlington.com for other specials. Then go see Jermaine. 214-787-1190. So I got a little trivia. I was blown away. A buddy of mine, we love the old school stuff. We're going through it. When do you think, in what year in the US of A, the first car was built? The first true car ever built and sold in the United States.
Well, it's got to be in the 1800s.
And it was called the Duryea Motor Wagon.
Never heard of that.
Most people haven't.
I would say
I thought you probably drove one, but
it's in my.
it was a one-cylinder
garage.
engine and went 7 miles an hour.
Pretty fast back in that day.
1893.
I was going to say about 1889 or something.
The first true truck sold, first real truck sold was when and who was it?
I'm going to say, I'm going to say Ford, and I'm going to say 1901.
Well, it's 1911.
Okay.
And it was a GMC. It was a 1-ton commercial use called the wooden body gas engine pickup.
And they had GMC on it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Well, GMC was before Chevrolet.
Right. I knew that.
So the first convertible built, and who built it?
Wow. Huh.
I'm going to give you the year 1911.
Okay, same year.
Who was the manufacturer?
I'll try Ford again.
There you go. The Model T Ford,
There it is.
removable top.
There it is.
1911. This is really cool. The first color and only color available painted on a car.
Well, I'm going to say black.
You're 100% correct. In 1886, Benz patented motor wagon was the first true automobile, and it was painted black because it dried faster and it was the most durable paint.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's also very nice looking when it's clean.
That's right. So there you go. There's a little
Sweet. That's some good
automotive
stuff out there.
trivia for you.
That's real cool there.
Yeah. So I got a buddy, man. We just love going back in time and
I like
looking and thinking and picking up the old stuff. If there's something you'd like to share with us,
Can you imagine having one of those cars that would be actually like sweet, like, you know what I mean? Restored to that level of play.
100%.
That would be a pretty sweet deal right there.
That's right. If you've got some trivia you'd like to share with us, go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on the message, send it to me, and we'll be sure to take a look at it, verify it, and talk about it here on the show. If you got a good automotive joke that's clean, unlike the stadium. Wow, I don't know why I went there. Go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on the message icon, and send it to me. We would love to add it to the show.
You can take a picture of the QR code on our live stream right now, and that'll take you to it as well.
Yeah, having you involved in the customer feedback and everything is always paramount here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. We love your feedback. We love you joining us. Be sure to share and like and let everybody know about the show, that we can help you with your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, body shop. It doesn't matter. We have you covered in that category. A lot of people are asking me, what are the hottest used cars? And you know what? I always run into a kind of a wall because there's always the top selling, but what are the best used cars? And the best used cars are the ones that the dealer will tell you everything about. Everything. Now, there's some dealers which really drives me nuts. They sell you a car, and then on the buyer's order, they have the reconditioning costs added on top of the selling price. And there's some dealers out there that have started it. I would walk away. If I saw an advertised price for $25,000 and I get there and they hand me the buyer's order and they have a reconditioning cost of $3,500 added to it, get up and walk away.
You're talking about on top of the $2,500. In other
right.
words, you're setting down and the prices for the car is $25,000, but they're adding this $4,000 of reconditioning to it.
It's as jicky as it gets.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I had a friend that called me the other day and he goes, "Hey, I'm at this dealership." He goes, "Tell me about this dealer services fee. And so the guy gets on the phone. He goes, well, Mr. Chase, it's actually our reconditioning cost. I said, but well, hang on. I'm looking at your internet price and it has this. He goes, yeah, but we have to recondition all the cars. He goes, I don't know how familiar you are with the auto industry. And I went, well, here, let me help you, buddy. I know your owner personally. I'm going to give him a call. And so I called him and I went, buddy, what are we doing? He goes, well, we're just adding the reconditioning costs. And I'm like, well, you know, it's your company, your business. I said, but I've got 2 people there and I'm going to pull them out of the store. He said, why? I said, because your advertised price is this. And it doesn't even say on there until you get to the last page of your website in extremely fine print what the add-on is. And that's just not right. Well, I understand, Kurt. So apparently he made the phone call and said, sell it to him at that price. And they said, what do you think? And I went, I'd still get up and leave and let them know that it's just a tactic that gives so many people in the auto industry a bad name.
And that's the whole thing that people are.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm going to sell you my house for $350,000. Oh, by the way, we put in new lighting. We did this and this. It's actually $400,000.
The add-ons.
But we wanted you to see what it was before we dumped the additional money on it. And it's just not right. Sell your car for your advertised price. If it has dealer options, then you put that on there. And then let them decide. But that surprise gotcha, and because they're there, you're betting on the fact that, well, okay, well, the reconditioning costs on here were $3,500 to $4,000. We're going to go ahead and take it down to $2,000. I'm out. We'll sell it to you for the list. I'm out. Full disclosure at a dealership is paramount. And if you look at all the sponsors that we have, their disclosures are on the website. I look at their websites all the time. I go through their numbers.
1 minute.
And there's no hidden fees when it comes to acquiring that vehicle. And I say, walk out, 100% walk out, because you know what? There's another car that your butt's going to fit good in, that you're going to be comfortable in, and let me find it for you. And I got online and I found 3 more vehicles, exact color, exact options, within $500. And they went and bought one. So let's just do it the right way. It's so much easier to do it the right way the first time. Like my dad said, if you do it right the first time, you don't have to back.
Well, that's where the trust level comes in, is that when you do it right the first time, you don't have to worry about going back and trying to clean up.
Yeah, so you sold them a car, but then they're going to go around and just talk crap about you the whole time. It's not a good experience. 214-787-1190 is the number. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Huh? There you go.
For so long,
You and me been finding each other for so long.
and the feeling that I feel for you
You
is
is
more than stronger. Take it from me.
You give a little more than you're asking for. The love will touch you, darling. Man, I love that group.
Yes, I know you do.
There ain't nothing better than the BG.
No.
I mean, they are one of the all-time greatest forever bands.
Well, I tell you what, they were hot for a lot of years, weren't they?
Still are.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to argue that. But that, what was it? Staying Alive? No, what was the movie that they had all the songs on from their album? Just
What do you mean?
The movie that all their songs.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Fever or Saturday Night?
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah. Man, I think every song on that album was on that movie. But it was awesome, dude.
Yep. It was so funny how he had that one move where he raised his finger across his, and nobody did that in the nightclub. I take that back. There was one guy named Gary, and he had a fro and this big old mustache. I was always jealous. This guy could grow a mustache. And he would get out there and do it. And he had on the tight white pants and black shiny shirt. And I don't think he realized how goofy he looked. I'd stand there at the front door. I was a bouncer at the time, and I went, he's going to do it again.
That's funny.
but nobody else. And every time someone hears disco, y'all make that same silly move. We didn't do that. Watch American Bandstand. Watch Soul Train. We didn't do that.
Will take us into black and white. Look at that. Going to shock everybody. Hey, we're going back. We're going retro.
That's pretty cool.
Black and white, baby. The little color left.
Well, that makes my beard look black, don't it?
Yeah, it makes us look better, doesn't it? We're in black and white. As they call it, Graham calls it the gray TV, like Andy Griffith and all that. Hey, I like that gray TV. All right, gets color back. There we are. Went retro there for a minute. Back in color. We need the peacock thing. Like we could start out in black and white, and then we could have that peacock come on and then go in color.
And then the Indian head shows up, beep, 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 and then everything goes off. Remember when the TV's turned off?
Yes.
Then we play the national anthem.
Oh, and the flyovers and all that. Man, that was actually a pretty cool thing. And that way people weren't dialed into TV all night.
What was fascinating to me
or do something else
was MTV.
That was a pretty good time.
I remember when that thing never turned off,
mm-hmm.
and there wasn't a whole lot on. Then a lot of the other stations had to jump on running something because MTV captivated.
But those videos back in the day were pretty cool.
They were
the good ones. They spent a lot of time and money on those things.
They did.
So, and then they were just as popular as a video could actually be very popular on MTV, but the song may not have been that great on radio. That was two separate worlds.
One of the most watched video, and I didn't know this, was Motley Crue when Tommy Lee was playing the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? He was in that cage strapped in and playing the drums, and it spun. And that was like the video forever and ever.
Of course, Michael Jackson probably, everybody knows that with Thriller. That was a lot of money put into that stuff.
Oh, yeah. What was it? The Thriller was the most expensive video ever made.
Oh, no doubt.
Vincent Price.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Really sad to see the way some of these guys went out with just a terrible reputation.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, this is a left turn.
Huh?
This is a left turn.
This is Maddie's favorite. She doesn't like any other songs. This one.
It's all right.
Hey, let's talk about another great sponsor, the great folks over at Crest Volvo Cars, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco. Now through the end of this month is your chance to sign and drive with a new Volvo SUV lease. They have a sign and drive right now through October 31st. Pick the qualifying XC40, B5, XC60, E30, EX40, EX90, sign and drive lease. There's still low APR and finances available with 1.99% financing. Great rate, beat the bank. 5 or more available on approved credit through Volvo Cars Financial Services, plus TTNL and $225 documentary fee. This will end at the end of this month on 10/31/25. See the dealer details. They have over 300 new Volvo vehicles available. Come out to Crest, pick the one that's right for you, and leave the rest to them. Make a visit to Crest Volvo Cars. Test drive one today, 121 on the Tollway in Frisco, or online at CrestVolvoCars.com and live your Crest life. That's CrestVolvoCars.com. We had a great time. I'm going to tell you, I enjoyed going out with my son and really driving, because when I go to test drive, I wouldn't buy the car I test drive. No, I'm just kidding. They're not going to let me drive ever again. I want to know what the vehicles will do, especially in turns. I like the cars that you hit that turn pretty quick and you're not bent over to the left or bent over to the right. There's great stabilization in the cars, and that Volvo Cars is definitely one of them. That's ChrisVolvoCars.com. All right, so here's what's going on. My biggest emails over the last month was service and resale value on EVs. And I was talking to Alan Glover the other day, the general manager over at Classic Kia Carrollton, and he actually was trying to buy a dozen EVs from some business. So the EV business at Kia is doing really, really well. They're not having the EV9s are extremely hot commodity. Now the EV6, the numbers are really picking up on them. So depending on the manufacturer, some of the EVs it's not really affecting. It's your higher end that the bigger problems are going to be. And I just want to run through this. Porsche lost $1.1 billion doing what they did so far. And they're blaming everything on the tariffs, which is just not true. That's not the bigger portion. But nobody wanted to hear Porsche going all electric. Nobody did.
Well, and Volkswagen got the same hit too for a while.
I'm going, why in the world would you take a car that everybody is looking for engine noise,
yes,
performance? When I say noise, the sound of a Porsche,
right.
Man, take the windows down. Everybody, the way the Porsche sound, phenomenal. Second to none. They went all, now they're losing their tail on this. So what are they doing? They're scrapping the in-house battery production. So there'll be some outside products coming in, but they went, ruh-roh, we should not have, and announce it. Here's the thing. We're going to release an electric vehicle, and let's see how the market plays on.
Why did they do that? What's behind somebody that goes like, wow, we're just going all electric?
It was that dumb Green New Deal, and let's do this and do that. But here's the thing that the bigger thing is the problems with all the companies are under contract with or buying products from that front-loaded everything. That stuff's going to sit there. It's going to be obsolete, and billions would be lost on the Democrats pushing this Green New Deal with Barack and Sleepy Joe going, this is the sky's falling, and everybody that they brought either lies, doesn't know, or the ones going, this is all baloney. Do not buy into the new Green Deal. It is not true, which it's not. We've proven that after trillions and trillions of dollars down the rabbit hole. And I talked to one of the top executives in the world in the auto industry, and he told me face-to-face that is the biggest rabbit hole created that you'll never be able to see any of the money has gone down so far, and it's not going to work. And sure enough. And then you take a look at the new CEO for Porsche. He's going, hang on a second here. We want hybrids. Great. Leave the gas, bring in the hybrids, better gas mileage. We still get to enjoy a Porsche. We still get to enjoy the sound and performance, and it's not electric. GM is going to pivot from X amount of their EVs and pour into more hybrids as well. Mercedes pull back where they said from 2025, everything was going to be all electric. Now 2030, everything was going to be all electric. Now they're going to back off half of their inventory, is what's been written in Automotive News, that now it's going to be 50%, and now they're moving out to 2036. Postpone the Dodge Charger Daytona. Thank goodness. Stop.
You mean the electric muscle?
Yeah. Do not take American muscle and try to electrify it. You will not sell that product.
So I got a question for you. What's gonna happen out in California when they have said that there's no gas vehicles that can be sold out there after 2030 unless you bring it in from out of state?
Well, Gavin Newsom's going to get 86 out of there being governor because he's just a lying buffoon.
Yeah. Well,
he can't. He lies when the truth sounds better. And I mean, I'm sitting there listening to this guy talking, and I'm going, what are you really doing? What are you doing to tell people that You want your state, which you can't handle the electric grid anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You got the highest tax. It's beyond expensive. People are leaving California in droves.
Yes, they
and
are.
and to say we want our state to be all electric, you are a nutcase. And I
not be
normally
able
don't
to
say
sell
that.
and not be able to sell gas vehicles in the state anymore after that time frame.
Yeah, you have to order in the gas. That's his proposal. I'm going, where in the world did you come up with this? And now he thinks he's going to run for well, he can try to run for president. He'll never make it.
And no new gas stations can be built.
Yep.
It was that in there too.
Or converted.
Or convert. If you buy one, you can't do it that way. You got to keep it as is, as grandfathered in. I think it's what would be like what it would be called.
And I don't care whether you're a Democrat or Republican. Quit being dumb. Quit being dumb. This is a free enterprise. Let the market delegate the market versus, he talks about Trump trying to be the king. We know who the guy's trying to be the king. And his name's Gavin Newsom. He's in California trying to rewrite history that makes zero sense. Go back to your winery, enjoy your Plump Jack wine, and go off and let's bring in a real governor for a great state that offers so much. We plan on making a trip. I want to see the Redwoods. I've been to Sonoma. I've been to Napa. I've been to San Francisco. I've been to Huntington Beach. Beautiful place, just the wrong people running it, whether it's Republican or Democrat. That's why I was hoping Garvey would get in and get rid of that knucklehead. So many people coming in and let the people from California enjoy California more than what they're doing right now.
Well, they had a chance to get rid of him once before, and then they brought him back.
Yep.
And so, if he keeps screaming the stuff he's screaming and they're buying into it, why wouldn't you keep screaming it?
Yep. Ford is the next generation of electric trucks delayed. The Genesis electric G80 gone. The Nissan Ariya gone. It's the EVs are going to pile up. They're going to pile up, or they're going to have to not build them, and the manufacturer is going to write off billions of dollars. But here again, this is a great time to get them priced right, to get the residuals right, to keep leasing them, and let the market be the market. Nothing forced or mandated. Nothing. And think about that. We have people that don't know how to take care of our money. They don't. They never have.
1 minute.
And now we're in the position that we're in. Get rid of all the mandates. Let the people spend what they want to spend. If you don't build the right product, that's on you. You don't have the right food at the restaurant, that's you. You don't have the right clothing, that's on you. The right car, that's on you. 214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. Quick break. We'll be right back.
Did you see where they asked President Trump, was he going to declare war on these cartels? Venezuela, about all that. And he just stepped up and said, no, we're just going to kill them. I loved it, man. There's no sense in declaring war.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I don't agree with.
But I think he's right, though. Those guys are.
Yeah, but you don't. We're going to do what we need to do to stop it. I think some of the things that the president says, I mean, he's a meat and potato guy. He doesn't hold back.
Right.
But I think there's some times where you need to, and I'm going to see be more presidential because we've had a lot of lousy presidents.
Yeah. Try to be that.
Be not even diplomatic. Just be careful what you say and how you say it.
I loved it. I loved it.
I'm
going like, you're bringing that crap over here and look at all the people that y'all destroyed in this country and killed because of all your fentanyl and all your crap.
Yeah, but you don't think it would have been better to say, if you continue, you're seeing the results right now and we're going to ramp it up. We will be destroying the boats. We will be doing everything in our power to keep fentanyl and other drugs, not just fentanyl, cocaine, heroin.
Yeah, it's all of it.
All this stuff, which most of it, the fentanyl's coming out of China. They've already proven that. and we're going to be destroying your ships. We're going to be confiscating everything that we can. We are really going to put that, but using that word kill was not mine.
Well, see, the problem is everybody's been so jacked around with all the political correctness comments that's what they love. That's what I love. Tell us like what it is. Don't just jump around and go around the mulberry bush. That's what people want to hear nowadays. They want to hear the facts.
I don't agree.
Well, that's what I do. I've seen a lot of people saying they loved it too. I mean, just those guys, they're trouble.
They are, but I just don't think we will kill you. I mean, I just think that was the wrong verbiage.
Well, I'm all for it.
We're bringing thunder to the seas.
Again, dancing around the mulberry bush. It's
not dancing around. I think there's just a better way to say it, where the repercussions don't come on the American people that may be traveling, may be in Venezuela, may be in Colombia. Well,
what's the difference? If he said the other thing, it'd be still the same result.
I think there's just a better way to talk about it. I do, and because the ramifications don't come on the president, it comes on the American people. That look at everybody all the times. How many hostages we've had overseas in some country? They got a case of the red butt about us, and they just start snatching up American tourists and charge them with BS. Look how many people are in Russian prisons still because they thought they were spies. And they had nothing to do with spies, And so when you're ramping it to this level,
over anything, though,
and you got those crazy cartel people that don't care, they have no mercy on anybody. I just think go in and do it, and what you're seeing on TV and what you see happening will not stop as long as you continue to do what you're doing. I think would be a better way to handle it than we're going to kill you.
All right. Well, he didn't say that. No, people want to know. They want.
I know, but
they want hard.
Don't you think the results are still going to be the same?
Maybe. But
what do you mean maybe?
Well,
his verbiage isn't.
Well, the problem is they're seeing it, so why dance around it? I mean, they're seeing these ships
staring at you.
Huh? Oh, there it is.
He's looking at you.
Okay, he's waving. Leaving the show. Like I said, I just think people are so tired of being fed a bunch of BS and political correct statements. I mean, we've been bombarded with that over the past years. Just complete lies, not even political.
Well, the people that were the biggest part of the problem are the ones that were in office that allowed it, and they're not even being prosecuted.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. And people are tired of it. They just said,
you can go in and do whatever you want, and then you pardon everybody that was around you that you knew was doing wrong, and then pin it all on the next guy.
Before they even got out. That's garbage. And you know what? People are tired of it. And
that's right.
I think that they want to hear real, true, hardcore facts of what's going on.
214-787-1190 is the number. Be sure to like and share the radio show and let people know there's a radio show that will help you with all your automotive needs, not just direct you or go, hey, good luck, go see Joe Bag of Donuts and let him help you. We don't do that. We are involved in every car deal that you would like us to be involved to make sure you're taken care of. One of those great companies is Crest Cadillac, located 121 in the Tollway. And if you missed out on the federal EV tax credit that expired last month, Crest worked diligently with Cadillac and their finance partners to secure a powerful, though extremely limited, meaning that, and that's what I love about their advertising. They're limited. They're not going to tell you this is going on forever. It will be limited allocation of credits through the exclusive Cadillac Lease Bonus Tag program, meaning they're going to help you with your tax savings on these vehicles with the credit being gone. It's a critical time-sensitive opportunity. Only a select number of lease credits are afforded. And this has been going on for a long time. You put tax credits on vehicles that come from the manufacturer or whoever the lease company is to waive the taxes. And so they can't keep just giving this money away. It has to stop at some point. It's a limited supply of the lease bonus tag until they're all utilized. The program ends immediately when they are done. So reach out to Mike Brosen and his team about the limited lease bonus tag programs, or head over to Crest Cadillac in Frisco and you can contact them through Crest Cadillac TX. You got to put the TX on there. CrestCadillacTX.com. 5 or more available with approved credit with finance with Cadillac Financial plus TTNL and a $225 doc fee. Offer expires October 31st, 2025, or when the lease tags have been exhausted, whichever comes first. See dealer details. Mike Bros and his team can go over all your options, all the vehicles from the Optique, the Lyric, Escalade, and all the XT series 4, 5, and 6. Go to CrestCadillacTX.com. That's CrestCadillacTX.com and live your Crest life. So, you know what was kind of funny? All the dealerships that I was going to the last couple of weeks, I was asked 2 questions.
From them?
From the consumers while they were at the store.
Oh, is this a good deal?
Okay.
And should I get the warranty, extended warranty?
Okay. Question 1 was correct.
Okay.
Is this a good deal? This was the wild one. So if I wasn't here buying this and you weren't here, where would you take me? Or what would be the next vehicle you look at? Or what would be another vehicle that you would buy comparative to? And it's so funny. So here you are standing on the showroom floor.
Ready to write the check, right?
And they're fixing to buy. And then they go, hey, Kurt, by the way, Bo, let me ask you a question. Now, look, I know you're fixing to take this vehicle home, right? But if you weren't taking this one home, what one would you be taking?
That's as bad a question as on Monday if they bought the car saying, did I get a good deal? It makes no sense. But I guess it's inquiring minds want to know. That there's just something about opening that Pandora's box that you just got to know, even though you're not going to do anything with it.
No. That's the funny thing. You know how many people I said, so if I give you another product,
they would go?
We're going to go look at it.
Oh, well.
And I'm going, wow, one did. So he goes, look, so you're not going to tell me anything. And so jokingly, he goes, okay, let's call off the deal. I'm like, so let me ask you a question. What have you test driving? To his benefit, he goes, I've only bought this line of vehicle. I said, okay, well, here's the other one that I would drive.
To compare, right?
You told me what your money and your point was. You're not going to get it there.
I got you.
So if we're just talking about enjoying and driving and everything that would compare, this would be it. But you're looking at $6,000 more vehicle. Let's go. No, I don't have time to drive around looking at cars with you. You told me to meet you here to verify the deal, but let me send you over. And sure enough, he went over and took a look at it, and he called me up and he goes, it's not $6,000 more. There you go. Went back and bought the vehicle. 214-787-1190. We're going in the top of the hour. Breaks a little bit longer, but we're sticking around here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 1190 KFXR, part of the iHeartMedia Network. We'll be right back.
Well, that's what you tell people to do, but it would be better to do it before you're right. Almost walking into the closing office or the finance office, you might want to do that before you get to that point, correct?
Yeah, I'm telling you, there was one lady and they had all the paperwork, and she goes, "Can I talk to Kurt for just a second?" And I get up and I said, "Kurt, so let me ask you a question. Is there anything else that I need to be looking at or driving or doing before I sign it? Because this is going to be my last car. I get a lot of that." And I went, let me just tell you, did you like the car? Loved it. You took a long test drive. Was it everything you thought it would be? No doubt about it. Then why confuse yourself hoping something's going to be when the chances are it's probably not? And the things that are in this category, other than one line of car that I don't endorse, is not going to be priced like this. Are you ready to go back through that whole process again? Well, no. You're buying a great car from a great company. Your pricing and payments are exact. Now, if you want to confuse the issue, we can send you over. And a lot of them want me to go with them.
Well, buyer's remorse is a very scary thing. And that's not what people want to inherit when they make a decision. And that comfort zone of feeling like, and I know with anything we buy, camera, TVs, all kinds of things, you go like, well, is there something better?
Yeah.
Is there, can I get a better TV that's out here now?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Computer,
100%,
lap.
100%.
We did that with these laptops. Yeah, we got
Well,
down,
thankfully your son goes,
but that's my
time
point.
out.
That's my point.
Here's more for almost the same price. It's going to do everything you
Way
need.
better. And
It's bringing the right people
and
in.
what did we do? We
Yep.
went with it.
We bought 2 of them.
So that's what I'm saying. It is that soulful feeling in your gut that you want to know that you did it absolutely
What you're
right.
saying is do all your research up front and then start dissecting back
Right.
to go,
That-
this is it.
Yeah.
Kind of like this one's out,
Right.
and what you have left over, hone in on.
Right. But you don't, it's kind of the backward way they do it. They did it with you on those situations. But I get where they're coming from. I do. I mean, if this is my last vehicle, there's just something about people have a hard time with feeling overly comfortable with anything they do anymore.
Yeah.
And I get that.
Yep.
There's just so much scams out there and problems.
Hey, text Jason, see if he can give us a jingle.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I have so many people that, one of the biggest things I have is when people say, well, my neighbor got a better deal. I was talking to my son and I should have waited. And I'm going, based on what?
But that's the kind of stuff that they know can happen, whether that's true or not true. I mean, for example, like I've gone out and bought something before. I'm going to say you TV for an example, and it's $1,000. And then next week I see it advertised at Best Buy for $850. That's not what I want to see. I want to get that deal right then of what I know that is soothing to me, that my decision was the best I could make. And I see how people feel that way, because there's something in us that feels it's hard to accept the decision I'm making is a great one.
One of the other things too is that they say, do you think there'll be a better deal? And the one thing that I don't have is that crystal ball to go, yeah, it's all based on turn rate. The whole industry is based on turn rate, how fast they turn those cars when they hit. That determines APRs, rebates, lease programs, everything on that vehicle. And it also affects the pre-owned values on that particular line of vehicles. So,
well, nothing's ever set in stone. I mean, that's the whole thing. And I think a lot of people have a hard time understanding that as time goes, things change. And as things change, time goes.
Yep.
And it's just never going to be to where you got to just be comfortable with the decision you make, that you've done all your due diligence to make that signing you do, feel good about it, and move on.
Yep, 100%.
Don't worry about what's coming down the road a month from today or 2 months or whatever.
Yep, I agree. I have a lot of that where they say, well, I just saw this deal. And you remember, I so remember when the commercial came out with Best Buy, we'll put them on the map. And this little boy walks in with his Walkman and he sits it on the counter with the ad. And the manager goes to the register and he comes back and gives him the difference. If you found a better price,
Yeah.
whatever the time was, I can't remember exactly.
Give that.
And he gives the money. He goes, thanks. Everybody was going to Best Buy.
And they still are.
Best
Buy still.
My whole thing is that do your due diligence. Quit talking to all your neighbors and kids, because you're going to get 20 different opinions.
Answers. Yeah.
And I had one guy, you know what? I'm going to take care of my parents on this deal. I'm like, great. It's good that they have kids to do it. And then he started throwing some things out there, and I went, buddy, that's not your mom and dad's best interest.
Right.
It's not. He had this old school mindset on his trade, and I'm going to take it to 5 different dealers, and I'm going to do this, this, and this. And I went, do you understand that a car is worth what a car is worth? Period. Now, there may be some dealers that you bring your car in and they look at it and go, man, I've traded for about a dozen of these. I just don't have that kind of luck. That's what they're going to give you for it. but the right dealer is going to give you the right amount for that car. And a lot of people don't, even though you tell them, talk to them till you're blue in the face till the cows come home. They just have their way of doing it, and they're not going to negotiate it. And you wouldn't believe how many parents call and say, well, I know my son's involved with this good deal. I'm like, I'm not getting in the middle of it. I would just tell you, can you better that deal? My belief is yes. But what is that going to do long term between you and your kiddo that thinks they have to spend weeks? And then they're going to try to forecast next month. And they have this formula of the best time to buy. It doesn't work that way. Not anymore.
Well, some people it's good to be real dialed into what you need to do, but if you're hard-headed, then you go the opposite way and end up losing out that way.
100%.
So there's a place that you need to be of understanding. Yeah.
214-787-1190 is the number. There ain't no stopping us now. One more hour to go. We want to thank everybody for joining us. We love you all and taking time to hang out with us on a Saturday. Crest Infinity, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco. Their highly sought-after 2026 QX80 autograph in radiant white is back at Crest Infinity. And you say, why is he saying it? Well, because there's some colors that you just can't get your hands on because it's the cat's meow, what everybody wants. They've got it there. It's a first-class ticket for everyone, not just the driver. All three rows are wrapped in quilted semi-aniline leather, plus the first and second rows have massaging heated seats.
Oh, boy.
So you don't have to hand your kids the Game Boys or whatever. Stick them in the back seat, turn on the massager, they'll go to sleep. Ventilated seats to keep everyone comfortable and relaxed throughout the vehicle. The best configurations, though, these colors, it's amazing how colors now are selling fast. Head over to Crest Infinity and browse their latest inventory or just do it online at crestinfinity.com. All in-stock 2026 models, 5 or more available at the offer. Approved credit through Infinity Financial. Dealer will contribute the difference approved bank rate to achieve 0 APR. What does that mean? So the bank gives them a rate. They're going to participate and bring the rate lower to 0. May affect final purchase price. Offers may not be combined, meaning you can't take all of these different ones and put them all together. It's either one or the other. See dealer for complete details, plus TTNL license taxes, $225 dock fee. The new 25 and 26 Infinity models come with 3 years Infinity premium care, maintenance included.
Wow.
You ain't got to pay for none of that. Crest Infinity also gives top dollars for the trade-in, which they are. We've sent some people over and they were blown away that they were picking up an extra $1,000 on one vehicle the other day, $3,000 more. And they'll give you an offer that on your vehicle on the spot. So I always tell everybody, you want to know what your vehicle's worth before you get in negotiation, and then they hit you with the price you're all upset about. Crest Infinity will give it to you right up front. Bring it in, they'll give you appraisal while you take a test drive. Experience the ultimate luxury with the 2025 QX80. There's good. There's better, and then there's Crest, 121 in the Tollway. See all dealer details at crestinfinity.com. 214-787-1190. Like we were talking on break, we never go off air. We stay on live with all our feeds. So if you want to see how good looking me and Bo are, you can go to all the live feeds and check us out.
And we get off kilter on our breaks on the live stream. We talk about a lot of different things. So that's an extra bonus dial in if you want to go there on our social media sites with our live feed.
Yep. So anyway, here's some great news. Toyota and Lexus post double-digit third quarter sales gain. They are on fire. They're hybrid and their large crossover demand is big, big, big. That new Sequoia, totally redesigned. They got away from the big iForce V8 and went with a twin turbo V6. People are loving the gas mileage that they're getting versus the previous one. Nissan. Now, everybody said Nissan was going to go out of business. They're going down the toilet. They're da-da-da-da-da.
Now, why are they saying that?
Well, because their numbers were terrible. They were saying Nissan was going all electric. Their inventory was piling up. They had little or no rebates or incentives or APRs. They 86 the it's amazing. Since Gosson, it's been tough to find a good leader in Nissan. Now they have it, and they're up 6.4%. You say
Cool.
that doesn't sound like a lot. When you're talking in the millions, it's real big. Hyundai and Kia, no big surprise, up 14%. When you take a look at their vehicles, it just keeps going on and on and on. They're reducing the price of the Ioniq 5 as much as $9,800 for the 2026 model. That's their electric vehicle. And they're going to be offering through October a $7,500 cash incentive. Well, Classic Kia Carrollton is doing $9,000. So you can't go wrong there. Jeep, Jeep's getting expensive. And this new guy that's headed up Stellantis is going to revamp it where I think you're going to see the prices come down. I like the Jeep rig. I wish that I'm a big ride guy. I'm not a big off-roader, but when I drive these Jeeps, I kind of get that itch to go, man, what do they
Take
call
a
it?
left
What do they
into
call it when they go off-road? There's
ditch.
a nickname. There's a tech name for it. What do they call it when they go off-road?
Oh,
Mudding.
oh yeah.
They go mudding.
Mud.
I remember when the old Jeeps would pull up and they were covered in mud.
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
And the winch was all rusted, so then we still bought them. We rinsed them off, and we turned those Jeeps quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's one. Volkswagen has fallen for the second straight quarter. I don't, when I went and drove the ID Buzz, I went over and saw that vehicle. It's so cool. The colors are so freaking cool. It's so retro. Everything about it. You open it up, and it is just cool. Big cool factor for me until I saw the price at $80,000. I went, wow, an electric
bus
van,
retro,
$80,000. They shot themselves in the foot with that.
Mm-hmm.
That vehicle, if they would put a gas motor in it, get rid of the electrification, they would sell the snot out of those vehicles.
Yeah.
That thing, everything about the design, the drive, the interior is phenomenal. In fact, they could even do more with that.
Yep.
And sell a ton of them to get rid of the electrification, put a good gas motor in there with a turbo, and they would blow those things
reasonably
off
priced.
The younger people would buy them. I'm going to tell you,
Sure.
the turquoise, the yellows, man, these things are cool. They just put the wrong engine, and they're way, way, way overpriced. This was kind of surprising. Subaru down 18% going through the third quarter. One of the most loyal brands around at 7.8 years, and people that buy Subarus. When the virus hit and there were no Subarus around, everybody was having me search the world for Subarus. And your northern states had a bunch of pre-owned. Colorado had a bunch of pre-owned. I had people getting on a plane and going to buy Subarus. It was absolutely incredible. I don't know what the downturn is. And now Subaru, their platform teams, are really building some good-looking rigs. I always thought Subaru was ugly. It wasn't my gig.
Well, one of the things that might be causing that is the fact that during the COVID time, people really didn't go out and drive. They didn't drive to work. They might have driven to the grocery store if it's need, but they didn't put the miles on them like they did like it was before COVID. So I think it stretches out the time frame that these people will keep these vehicles because of that.
Yeah.
And so that could be the reason why they're down, not because of the quality of the vehicle. It's just that these people, Subaru folk, are there. They're like worshipers of the Subaru. So it's not they're turning away from them. I just think that they're keeping the vehicles longer and they're not moving as fast as they used to do to turn.
100%. I agree 100%. The other thing, too, is you never see big incentives on Subaru.
Right.
The average Subaru markup's about $2,000, some of them even less. And you don't see, 5,000 off, 6,000 off,
No.
18% off. You just don't see that with Subaru. Plus and minus. Their sales are coming down, but the resale is still fantastic.
Right.
Subarus on other lots, non-Subaru lots, sell really quick. So plus and minus here and there. Cadillac up 25%, GMC up
Good for
almost
Cadillac.
8.5%. And what's driving a lot of these products is rebates incentives, discounts, and APRs. They're getting the trifecta of low APRs, big discounts, and rebates. And, you got to realize, though, that can only go on so long because all that money is charged back to the manufacturer. And I know they build in so much of this money when they go to sell the vehicle, but at a point.
That's a good point. That's an allotted amount. And once that's used, it's gone.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not a allotted amount because they're betting on the sales and it doesn't happen. Then they take losses.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes, they have to have something built in, those margins that, you rat hole and go, okay, let's go ahead and dump this money into rebates, incentives, and everything to, keep the balance on the line, keep the shareholders happy, this,
Right,
that,
I
and the
gotcha.
other. But everything is based on turn rate, everything in the auto industry. The faster they turn it, the quicker they get the cars. And if cars are turning really, really fast, then they have to put less APRs and definitely less rebates out there. You'll always have your college graduate, your first responders, your military discounts. Almost everybody has those out there. That's been a given for a very, very long time. But the rest of it is all based on turn rate. And to Bo's point, now that they've extended the length of ownership and jumped from 10 jumped to 12.2 years, some of the manufacturers that are very loyal, they're hanging on to those cars because they know that if they trade it in, there's no way they can replace it for that kind of money. And they're looking at different versus, let's go ahead and get a new car. We're putting money into service. They don't care because they know if they're trading in a car with 150,000 miles, what they're replacing with on the average car north of 40,000, a lot of people aren't ready to take on those expenses. 214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. Quick break. Well, no, Maddie hadn't even come into my head.
No, we're all getting close, though.
Yep. And so this is Maddie's Automotive Edge Eve. Can you believe that? It's her Eve. What are we going to do? I'm going to call the president, see if we can have a day of mourning.
We're going to need it.
Without Maddie.
It's sad.
What are we going to do?
I don't
Guys,
know.
we have one more show together.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is the eve.
This is this is like when you get told that we're breaking up.
Hey, Mrs. Chase and I are going out shopping. Am I going to get some pictures?
Yes, you will get some pictures.
Because I'll get you some stuff that you will never use or put in a garage sale or keep packed up, or you can send pictures and then get exactly what you need, Maddie.
This
Compliments
is true.
of the Automotive Edge radio show.
Yeah, I feel like that we've gotten the breakup notice, and now you just got to deal with it. You got to go
That's
through
right.
it, you know.
That's right. Yeah. And this is a long breakup. It's going to happen, but you just got to wait. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
214-787-1190. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I think we're going to have a pretty day today.
Yep. 73 for the
Look,
high.
see. Right now, it's 69 degrees, and my neck of the woods, they're saying 72 is going to be the high.
There we go.
It's 15% chance of rain. 30% later on.
Oh, see, look at the song she plays when we're going to break. If we lose you now, I think I'm going to die. She's just really rubbing it in that she's leaving.
I see.
Wow. Thanks, Maddie. I'm sitting here tearing up. I'm going to have to go talk to your dad.
Well.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? So you got to pick a restaurant that you like to go eat at.
And I know I'm not invited, so.
And if you want Bo to come, he will be there.
I would like Bo to come.
Oh, that's so
thank you, Maddie.
sweet, Maddie.
I've been your number one fan the whole time. You know that.
Oh, boy.
Yes, you have.
Hey. Okay, Maddie, don't
You
send me a bill.
guys are my number one fan.
Thank you.
Oh, you can't backtrack on that. You went, yes, you are. You didn't say yes, y'all are.
I was answering his question or statement.
Yes.
I know. You should have said, well, Bo, hang on a minute.
And it's-
Y'all are, but you didn't.
But-
you went right to the yes.
But her answer was truthful because
Wow.
I am the number one fan.
Wow. That hurts. That hurts.
In fact, I'm going to get a banner that says I was Maddie's number one fan. And I'm going to have it right on our table everywhere we go.
Yep.
Of a flag.
So what's your favorite restaurant, Maddie?
I love, oh gosh, I love Carrabba's, and I
Well,
love
Is Carrabba's
Cantina
still
Laredo.
around?
Carrabba's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off 75 and over here in Addison.
Wow. So Carrabba's in what? Cantina Laredo?
Yes,
I've never been there before. Is that really good?
it's really good. They got some good Mexican food, but it's not like Mexican Tex-Mex. It's like
Real Hispanic, real Hispanic
South
Mexican
American
food.
food.
Yeah, well, I like that. That's what I like.
Mm.
I mean, I'm a street taco eater kind of guy.
You know what? I found do you like mole?
I do.
I found the best mole in the world. It's far away. It's down in Ennis. And it's this place that looks like it could fall over at any time.
Mhm.
And my brother took me there. And I know mole is a labor of love. It takes a long time to make good mole. And boy, oh boy, do they make the best mole in the world. Absolutely incredible.
What was that stuff that guy brought you that Freeman Toyota that time? That soup? What was it called?
Menudo.
Oh, nasty. Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
dude, that smelled horrible too.
I liked it.
Do you like menudo, Maddie?
I don't think I've had it in a long time.
Oh,
I've had pozole.
Oh, yeah. Oh, pozole is good. And then carne guisada, not carne asada, but carne guisada is also really good.
Art Naismith goes, Kurt, was that mole holy?
Yeah, buddy. I'm telling you that the mama that makes it, I don't know how old the lady she is, but she gets there in the morning and starts it. And I'm gonna tell you, some people just put mole out there, and I don't care for it at all. It's a little too chocolatey, too spicy. This mole, I saved 2 corn tortillas, and there is no liquid on my plate when I'm done. It is the cat's meow. And you go in there, and it's I can't even remember the street in Ennis, but we had my niece's birthday there as well, and half the people at the table ordered mole. And even my son.
What is that?
It's a sauce, and it's a very dark, rich sauce that they make. And I don't know how to make it, but Fernanda, who is my nephew's wife, this girl can cook Mexican food, real Mexican food. She said she met us there, said it was the best mole she's ever had. So, road trip.
Let's do it.
214-787-1190 is the number. That's 214-787-1190. Don't forget, get your car in tip-top running condition. Don't winterize it. You don't need to. We don't live up north or in Colorado or where there's a bunch of ice and snow. Most of us here, when that comes out, we just wait until it thaws out and keep going.
Exactly.
Get your car to Driver's Edge Auto Repair. 21-year sponsor of the show. $25 off batteries. Buy 3 shocks, get 1 free. Save up to $180 on tires. And so this is what you will see on their website. Okay? Driver's Edge. Let's get that over there. And
Hold it.
all the discounts that you'll see on there. You don't have to run to the big tire guys anymore. Flip that around. They have tire values like nobody else on their tires. And while they're putting on their tires, what the other tires don't do, tire stores, they don't check out what you might need, topping off your fluids, a brake job, whatever the case may be. Let them check your battery to make sure all the cells are working on your battery. And when you do that, let me see this. You get an $89 alignment, which is normally $200, $189 plus TTNL, $189 for an alignment, and then you get $50 off any service, and the $39 full synthetic oil change is as good as it gets in town. The place, mydriversedge.com. That's mydriversedge.com. Over 20 locations here in the DFW area to take care of your automotive needs. Let them know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show and see what other discounts you can squeeze at them. That's mydriversedge.com. So I had a really sweet couple call me the other day, and they are buying a car for their grandchild. And their grandchild's coming home from college right at Thanksgiving. I guess they have a Thanksgiving break all the way through Christmas. I mean, they're at home for a long, long time.
Yes,
and they said, hey, could you repeat what we should gift additionally to our granddaughter in the trunk of her car? Remember, we talked about that, what we should put.
Yes.
Do you remember some of the things we should put in there?
Well, I know what I have in mind, and it covers a lot of what we talked about.
What do you got?
Well, first of all, I have a spare. You might want to make sure they got that.
And a jack.
And a jack to jack it up and do it. Then I have these portable air pressure that's battery chargeable. So if your tire gets low, air pump. And you can just zap it. You can set the pressure. You can look on the inside of the door. It'll tell you what the pressure of the tires need to be. You set it to 33, 30, whatever it says, and hit the on button, airs it up to that, and stops automatically. So you never have to worry about being in a position to where you can't get to the next place to get a tire changed or fixed because you've got that. Then I have a portable battery charger. That's right. It's about the size of a notebook, and it's battery chargeable. You just plug the positive, the red little thing to the red battery cable, and then the black to the black. Hit the on button, and boom, it charges you up. You don't need to have anybody chasing them down. Hey, can you charge me? Can you hook me up? No, you got full control of that. You need water. First of all, if you get thirsty, and secondly, if your radiator gets a little weak, a little rough, got something to get you down the road a little bit. I think you need some sort of flares. I don't have those, but I think it's a good idea.
Well, now you can buy the big thing. You can and it's not that big, maybe 10 inches by 4 inches. You just sit on your car and it flashes.
That's a great idea. I need to get one of those too.
If you don't think about the charger, have some jumper cables in your car.
Correct.
Put a gallon of the antifreeze in your car.
Correct.
And always have a flashlight.
Very important.
If anything, you can be standing there flashing somebody down. It's just really tough when you break down who's stopping to help you.
That's why I like all the independent things to get you down the road, like the battery charger and the portable battery charger and the portable air pressure, to get you down the road without even needing anybody's help. You've got control of that, and it only takes any room in your trunk.
And they have the organizers in my car. When you open up the trunk, there's this big organizer, and it's sectioned out in 4, and you can put whatever you need inside it. And actually, there's also some that have a cooler, and you can keep bottled water or whatever the case may be. But having something ready for emergency,
and in the winter,
and they're not that expensive. Charger, the automatic jumper that you have, the battery jumper, they're not expensive.
No, not at all. They're worth every nickel. Instead of chasing.
And here's the thing: just don't buy it. Show them how to use it.
Right.
Girls can change a tire too. I had one guy call me up and he goes, man, I owe you a handshake, hug, and a prayer and buy you a meal wherever you want. And he said, what's the deal? He goes, that little trick you taught me, I gave to my kiddos, and my son had a flat tire and it was 100 degrees. And he remembered to take the mats out of the car and put them down on the ground and use them.
For his knees and stuff to do the work. Yeah.
And he stacked a couple of them up and changed the tire and didn't burn up his knees, didn't have to deal with the hot asphalt. And it's the things that not only what Bo says he has his car, but you don't want to put red on black and black on red.
Correct.
You're gonna do bad things to that car.
Yeah,
And
show them
so-
how to do it.
Yeah, be an instructor also. Do you know where the radiator is? There's some kids. I love the commercial where the parents are on and they have a flat, and he goes, "Do you have this?" And he pulls his tool out. It has nothing to do with the tire. He goes, "Does it look like this?" And they're like, "No." And so going through the car, this is your power steering. This is your brake fluid. Here's your battery. Here's the post. And notice one's red, one's black. And so you always want to buy. You know what I saw? Jumper cables the other day that were yellow and black, and I saw ones that were green and black. I'm like, that's red and black. And that way one was orange and black. And I'm going, kind of confusing. Get the ones that are red and black or the automatic charger. You have to charge it up, keep it charged and in your car. You just can't put it in because it's going to drain as well. But make sure it's fully charged so you can hook it up and charge it. But it's all those little things. Always I told them, keep a couple of towels in the vehicle. Keep some sanitary hand wipes and things in there you'll just never know when that's going to make sure you got my new car. It's got a first aid kit right there in the floorboard that kind of tucks up to the left that you can have, God forbid, in a case of your accident or you see one that you might be able to help out. So making sure you have something to jump the car off, making sure that you keep a gallon of antifreeze in the vehicle.
Way to air your tires up.
Yep. Fix a flat, the automatic air pump, because once you put the fix a flat in there, it may not fill it up. And if you have that automatic air pump, you can hook that up behind it. Like Bo says, and I saw 3 of them the other day when I went to pick up some tire shine that Bo said it right. It said, you open up the door and it says 32 PSI, and you put 32 on it, it stops at 32. If it's halfway full, then you want to do 16 to get you to where you need to be. But the other thing, too, is make sure you have a spare and a jack because there's a lot of vehicles out there being sold without it.
And
Great
a spare
point.
tire.
That's right.
Also, one other thing before we take a break, keep a set of blankets or some warming thing as you go into the winter time, because you never know if you have to break down or the weather gets bad and people have to pull off the side of the road and you have to wait a while. You want to stay warm.
Yeah. Put a heavy coat in there and,
Yep.
and get you one of those things at Academy, a poncho.
There you go.
Oh, those things are great.
Definitely.
214-787-1190. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
If I could have a heater in it, I would.
Well, they have those. You can get them at Academy where you just break it and they're hand warmers.
That's true. That's a great idea.
There's a bunch of different things you get and you rotate it. When the summer comes, you don't need all that in. You take it out and you put stuff in there that'll be good for the summer.
Well, you remember it was about 2 or 3 years ago where they had that big accident in Fort Worth and it was below freezing and people were stuck there for hours.
Yep. Cars coming over the hill, piling up.
And you could freeze to death in a situation like that. You don't want that.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad enough even with a blanket and everything else.
You know what bothered me the most is all those cars were coming off the hill and the traffic going the other way. Nobody stopped to hold up a sign or put your hands up.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just like stop.
Well, it was, again, bad weather, so I can understand them maybe not wanting to do it because they could probably put their lives in danger.
Yeah, but they
too.
had the barriers where they could have, if they were on the other side of that hill behind that barrier going, hey, slow down. But boy, what a disaster. That was, I have a buddy, his son and daughter were involved and they are just now back on their feet. Tough stuff. Why, when the weather's bad, you got to slow down, especially when you can't see what's on the other side of the hill. And if that had been a flat land, no one would know. Man, they come up over that 35 down there to Heritage Trace.
And driving like bad out of Hades on that kind of weather.
Point of no return.
No way. I don't like driving in that weather. I like Purple Haze's car because it's front wheel drive. And I do like that in this, and when the weather gets kind of rough, but still it's just very unsafe with the ice and everything on the road. We're just not geared for that here in North Texas. And there's just too many people that don't know how to drive on it. That's part of the problem too. And that creates a bigger problem. It's a domino effect. If they do something wrong, it affects everything down the line and can get pretty bad, real bad. real quick.
Yep.
So, who's the big games today?
The big one they're promoting is Indiana and UCLA.
Okay. Indiana rated pretty high, I think.
Yep. This is probably one of the best college lineups. You know what I like? Where they put all the top teams up front and kind of mixed it up. And I tell you who's coming on like a wild banshee, and that's Alabama.
Well, they're in number one now. They went back to the number one in position in the nation.
I'm like, wow.
A&M moved to number 3.
Yep.
That's against LSU. That ought to be a pretty good
Great
game
game.
day. That's going to be in down there in Louisiana.
Yep.
But I love A&M, boy. They got a good football team.
Well, now that they got rid of the $100 million joke, I had to pay him $78 million to go away.
Well, it's all right. Look where they're at. It's worth it.
Jimbo, I don't know how to coach Fisher. Wow.
Well, they found out that real quick.
At A&M. He did real good out there in Florida. He should have stayed there, but.
And I'd like to give a big shout out to Tarleton State University, who is 8-0, and they're ranked high in the little smaller version of the Division I. They play Eastern Kentucky at Eastern Kentucky, so they should move into 9-0.
Too bad for UNT. They were 5-0, fixed to go 6-0, which would have been their best record since the 60s or 70s, whatever it was. And boy, UCF came in and destroyed them. First time that stadium has been sold out.
And it hadn't been ever since.
And UCF just came in and annihilated them.
Well, they won last night, 54-20. They
Yep.
played last night in Charlotte. So
Yep.
that was a good win. They've only lost that one game, but I don't think they'll ever get ranked high to do anything. They had those kind of schools have to never lose. I mean, an Alabama can lose a game or whatever, but those kind of schools, they can't afford to lose.
Yep.
And unless they lost to an Alabama, something like that, that might.
I remember when SMU got the death penalty, and they couldn't put a team together. My nephews got there, played 4 years, and then they both graduated the next year. That coach came in from Hawaii and took them to the bowl. I was like, gosh, that's terrible.
Well, the Longhorns play Mississippi State. That ought to be a decent game.
Yep. Yeah, their quarterback isn't what he was supposed to be this year. Went from number 1. They're not even the top 20.
No, they're not ranked. Yeah, 22. They
Yep.
probably shouldn't even be ranked at all.
214-787-1190. Remember, you can get your car appraised at theautomotiveedge.com. You can shoot me a message at theautomotiveedge.com, and we can help you with your automotive needs. You never have to go it alone, whether you're buying, selling, trading parts, leasing, service. I'll carry you through the whole process each and every time at theautomotiveedge.com.
And at no cost, no charge.
Yep.
Handshake, hug, or prayer. And Kurt needs all three.
That's right.
And extra prayers, too, on top of it.
214-787-1190 is the number. We'd like to help you with your automotive needs. Or just send us a message at theautomotiveedge.com. So let's talk about one of our great sponsors for 9 years running, Eldorado Chevrolet in McKinney. Every time I come out with these specials, the next month, Jason Long seems to trump me, but he said this is as good as it's going to get because the inventory is moving very quickly, up to $16,000 off a 2026 Chevy Crew Cab Silverado. Up to $16,000 off. $7,000 off on all 2025 Colorados, $6,000 off the Chevy Traverse, and 2026 Chevy Equinox, 2026, $6,000 off. And by the way, right next door, so you have Eldorado Chevrolet, they're pre-owned, they're Mazda, and now they have Eldorado Commercial and Fleet. If you're looking for that flatbed, that box truck, the cabin chassis, there's so many configurations they can do for your Chevy needs. If you're a business owner, you're a rancher, you're a whatever the case may be, check them out at Eldorado Fleet and let Mr. Aldridge and the crew over there put together exactly what your company needs to keep rolling down the road. That's classic fleet. When you go to ElDoradoChevy.com, you'll see the fleet. Take a look at it. They've got stuff out there. I don't even know what it's called. Every time I go out there, I'm seeing a new configuration that some company says, I need a box on the back with this. And they have the vendors to make sure it's exactly what you need. The pricing is fantastic, and you can actually go in there and set up an account. And so when you need something, credit approved, boom, they just start putting it together for you. They make sure that your commercial needs are taken care of. That's ElDoradoChevy.com, 380 and 75, 9-time Chevy Dealer of the Year. Can't wait for the announcement for next year. That's ElDoradoChevy.com. So I hit this a lot, and so I always try to take the questions, and for some of you, I don't want to sound repetitive on air, but I'm getting a lot of people, especially going into the last part of the year, want to know, can I buy a car? What's bad credit? And the definition of bad credit has completely changed. You know that they signed in a law where they can't put the medical on your bureau. That's just not true, even though it's law, because I just had a bogus medical charge on my bureau, and I call them up, then I call the hospital, and they're like, no. There is that no surprise billing, and I am going through hoops to get that removed from my bureau, which is not even mine. The charge is not mine. All my bills were paid through my insurance. And so for some, it doesn't show up. For some, it does. Always check your bureau. But I will tell you, you can do Experian or Equifax, and it always includes TransUnion, the three, and sign up for a subscription. You can cancel at any time, like $20, and print off your bureaus and make sure that everything on there is yours. And if it's not yours, let's start working on your disputes now. That's not mine. That's not mine. One of the big problems that we're finding, and I just kind of snickered, I shouldn't have, is how many parents trusted their kiddos and you co-signed and they've ruined your credit. Or you're not paying attention, as this one gentleman came in and went to buy a vehicle, and he's a millionaire. And we pulled his bureau, and he looked down and found out that the spouse wasn't taking care of the things they should have. And so he could write a check.
Oh, she was taking care of it all right.
No, she just wasn't.
No, she's taking care of it all right.
And so he wrote a check for the vehicle, and then I introduced him to Jackie Shapiro, and then went in there, and he got caught up on everything, paid everything off, and she just goes, oh, I forgot. Or the parents are trusting their kiddos, and I would just tell you, if you're co-signing for your kids, make sure you get the bill and you collect the money from the kiddo. That's the best way to do it. We put our kids on every one of our car notes and our credit cards, and they had access to drive our automobiles, and they had a minimal amount on the credit that they could use. So when they graduated and they moved out, they had excellent credit. But you got to monitor this stuff. One thing that you'll see is all these different events and festivals that are everywhere. There's always someone there trying to hand you a T-shirt to get you to sign up for a credit card. And these kids are like, okay, and they sign up, and next thing you know, they got an approved credit card for $2,500, and they destroy it.
They were using the credit card, but they weren't paying the bill.
Or they go to mom and dad and go, hey, can you help me with this or this? And you're not monitoring it, and it comes back on you. Or a lot of people are coming off of COVID and were laid off or furloughed and bills piled up. Here's the thing. You write all that out. And for so many people that got their jobs back or went into another career and started back on track of rebuilding their credit, paying their bills, whatever the case may be, the banks see that. They are human. car deal in order to get you back on track and get you going again. Remember that. So I get a lot of time where people call and say, is this a good deal? They got me at 15.5%. I'm going, what does your bureau said? Well, they said it's bad. Wow. Because here's the thing. When you go to the dealer, they don't have to give you a copy of your credit bureau. They don't even have to show you your bureau. They hand you a graph that says you fall in here. Now, a lot of my dealers that I work with will turn the bureau around. Remember, they have to keep that on file. Don't snatch it out of your hand and go, well, it's my bureau. No. You authorize them to pull your credit, and they keep that on file for 7 years. So at any time, they have the bureau and they have your signature. And I remember the days when people used to grab it and go, I'm taking everything. I'm not buying a car. Well, those days are over. And it protected the dealer by them saying you have to tell them where they fall in the credit category based on the rate that you're giving them. But there are dealers that will show you. But to prevent all that, go ahead and log on, pull your Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, have that in your hand, and that lets you and I talk, because you realize that's your most personal information. Your Social Security, where you live, how much money you make, how much money your spouse makes. Man, that's like sacred information. And you don't want it all over the place, running from dealership to dealership to dealership, trying to figure out what you can do with your credit. So you don't want to have marginal credit with a ton of inquiries, because as the banks look at these, are going, hey, what are you doing here? You're running all over trying to establish credit, and it doesn't look good. We can help you with that at theautomotiveedge.com. Click on the message and let me visit with you, or click the barcode there on the live feed and contact me, and let me help. 214-787-1190. Quick break. We'll be right back.
We had a little pause in our internet.
So I wonder what happened to Jason.
I don't know. I texted him, he didn't respond back. But we lost internet connection for a little bit, for a couple minutes. Don't know why.
Is there a time limit with Facebook?
No. It was just, we're back. It was the internet.
Huh.
It was an internet issue. I don't know why. Things happen out in this world. You know how that works.
Have you seen that young girl that sings the Stevie Nicks songs?
Mm.
Oh my goodness,
She
can this
good?
girl sing? Oh yeah, she posted.
You don't
a
know
video.
who it is?
No, if you just Google young girl that sings Stevie Nicks, you'll see her. She got this little bottle of juice, and she's got her headset on. She's just kind of goofing, and then she takes a little sip, and she starts belting out Stevie Nicks. It is absolutely incredible.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what, the internet just froze up on us for a little bit. I had to reboot, but we got us back on.
See if I can find it here.
But we're here. Don't go away. Don't leave us. We just had a little circling around with the internet. How's that? Well, she's young, huh?
Yeah, it's just, you're not going to believe how this girl can sing.
Nice.
Listen carefully to the sound of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad.
Can you believe that?
Stillness of remembering what you had.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah. Lainey Gardner, right? Is that what they're saying? That's her name, Lainey Gardner?
Yep.
Pretty sweet.
And she's got a bunch of stuff out there, but what a great young voice. But I
Oh.
haven't seen her on Homeland Security was tapping in.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No surprise there.
No doubt. I'm sure we're already under their radar.
Well, I don't think now with Patel running the show that we have that anymore. I love it when they had him at the hearings. I was watching. He says, "Are we secretly tapping Catholic families? Are we secretly tapping? Are we creating havoc at city council and school board meetings? Are we arresting people? Nope, nope, nope. Crazy, crazy, crazy. If you don't roll with the wrong and make it right, they're going to come get you. Not right now, for sure.
Not. It was happening the last 4 years
Yeah.
before this new year, but it ain't happening now.
If they would just take Adam Shep, Crockett, Pelosi, what's the head of the Senate? The big wackadoodle.
You said Pelosi. No, I can't remember.
What's his name? Good. Take them all, wrap them up, and terminate them from
serving in our country.
Not Harry Reid. He's gone. What's his name? The head of the Senate minority that's causing all this havoc. Won't pass the vote.
I can't.
Anyway, get them all out. Bye. You're not doing anything, but
stirring up trouble,
taking
dividing
money from the American people,
dividing.
And any of the Republicans aren't doing their job, take them with you.
I agree.
Let's take care of the American people. Do what's right. Two 214-787-1190. If it's a Dodge, head to Grapevine Dodge, 121 and William D. Tate, where they're taking $18,000 off a 2025 Lariat. $18,000 off MSRP. How do you like me now? I mean, everything there is discounted. They're not proud of none of them. They want them all gone. Totally remodeled, totally redesigned. When you walk in that dealership, it can't be more friendly. You go back, they even have a candy bar in there. Not a candy bar like a separate candy bar. Where you go up and they have these little things, you pull the thing out and all the little cherry bombs fall out. Beautiful. Or all the different candies. My sister-in-law is actually baking the cookies and the scones, fresh popcorn. Where you can relax. Get a handful of candy, get all sugar, get the kids sugared up. What the heck? But the discounts are as good as I have ever seen when you take an $18,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Laramie. From sales to service and everything in between, enjoy shopping, kicking tires, or buying your next new Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, Jeep at Grapevine Dodge. Log on right now. Check all the specials. Only good till Halloween at GrapevineDodge.com. All right. Are the black boxes still on the vehicles? 100%.
They may have 2 or 3 of them
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how they don't find vehicles faster and locate vehicles quicker with all the craziness that's going on. But yes, they are on. And they ask, what are they for? Well, you're going to get several different answers. And I'm not going to get into it, but yes, there are black boxes on your vehicle. And they say if you detach them or erase them, something could happen. I don't know what that would be. That's kind of dumb to me, but anyway, it's your car.
Headed to the popo. That's
right.
That.
Someone's knocking on the door. Did you disconnect the black box? We got an alert. Let's see here. What do I need to know? Want to sell my vehicle? Will not sell it to a dealer. Don't know why. That's your prerogative. Is pull the tags off. Pull your toll sticker off, write up a buyer's order, and then print off an as is off the internet where you put their name, their address, the VIN, 17 digits, the mileage, and write on there no warranty or anything implied at sale. If you're willing to do it, then you got to verify the money, and then you're in business. If you don't want to do all that, which I don't know why a lot of people, with what the dealers are giving on pre-owned right now, and you don't have to deal with any of that, why you would want to do it. I know a lot of you are still old school believing that.
Well, the number
sell it on my own. I'll make thousands more.
Yeah, okay. Well, number one, that's not going to happen. Number two, for me, the number one reason that I won't do that is safety. The
Yep.
number one reason. And there's just so much of unsafe things going on out there, and scams and criminals and all that nonsense, that it's not worth it. For me, that's the number one reason I will never do that.
You know, I had a buddy sent me some pictures a while back, and he had a car for sale, and he had a picture, I guess his wife took, with about 4 people looking at the car in his driveway. And the last picture was the guy counting out the money on the trunk of the car. He signed over the title, and everybody was on their way and happy. And people always ask me a lot of times, it must have been tough in the day. No, it was great in the day.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
People stopped to help each other. There was always a lending hand. There was somebody always with the knowledge of, if not, they were going to refer them out. Hey, go see so-and-so up the street, or I got a family friend, or I got this. And they were always willing to help.
It's not that something couldn't have gone south back in the day, but it was rare.
Yeah.
And now it's rarity that it goes right.
Yeah, it's just different times. You got to be careful. I would not sell a vehicle on my own. They say, well, that's because you're in the car business. Well, that's true, but I just know what it takes to get a good deal.
And for it to
and
come
get
out
it done and everybody be comfortable.
and clean and easy. And I mean, it's not easy. It's not that easy to do that anymore correctly without maybe getting yourself in a real bind and hating yourself the rest of your life for doing it.
I mean, just think, if they can go into that, the lose and steal all them diamonds and everything, how is it to give you bogus money, counterfeit dollars, bogus cashier's checks? I mean, it's amazing. If you're not, and I always tell people, don't do it on the weekends. Never sell your car in the open market on the weekends. You want to be at the DMV and at the bank.
Yeah, you want to go to those locations, make sure those dollar bills or that check is good or whatever else they're giving you to make that transaction. And if you're not, you're putting yourself in a real uncomfortable position.
Yeah, you got the popo around you. You're there at the bank. The money's transferred. There's no anything, because then it's on the bank when it comes to all that. So don't get caught up in all that. Take it to the dealer. Right now, the dealers are giving more money than I've ever seen on these vehicles.
And you don't do nothing. They give you the money and you walk away. You don't even have to trade your vehicle.
They check the title. They make sure you don't have any liens against it. They make sure the car is represented the way it should. They're going to put it back in the shop, put it on the rack, and look it over real good, and hand you your money, and you are on your way. Now, if it's on a Saturday, whatever, obviously they're going to give you a buyer's order and everything, and then they'll pay you. Obviously, the business office opens on Monday to get you your money, but it's the safest way of doing it. And that means a dealership, not an old box store, whatever the case may be. I tell people,
Joe Bag of Donuts.
Be really, really careful where you take it. So remember, for all your automotive needs, go to theautomotiveedge.com. Right when you click on, there's a little message icon. Click on it. Sign up for the newsletter at theautomotiveedge.com. We've got a lot of great information coming out in the next newsletter. And then go to the Automotive Edge YouTube and
the Automotive Edge radio show
YouTube page. And we're posting all our ride and drives out there on all the vehicles. And make comments, and if there's a vehicle you would like to see us demonstrate and open the doors and take apart and show, send me that email. Remember, turn off those electronics, get reconnected, tell that person you love them, give them a hug, give them a kiss, put all the past in the past, and move forward.
Maddie, thank you for all your hard work today, and look forward to seeing you in the next show, final show here in a couple of weeks. And everybody be safe out there and enjoy the weather here in North Texas. I think we might get a little showers, but we're all good. Be safe until next Saturday. Have a blessed weekend.
Send pictures, Maddie.
Yes.
Take care.
There we go.